and jealous of our brethren in Philadelphia today. Welcome to Gwynn and Chris, Chrisello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Skraby. It's finally a Friday. Getting ready for a full 4 hours on the program with you today here from our Odyssey Palace studios. I'm jealous because if we had a show in Philadelphia today, guys, I could just say hello. I could say Skraby, open the phone lines, and we could just sit here for 4 hours. It would be an absolute, I mean, the thing with the Phillies, followed up by the Eagles, which is more surprising even, that they look so bad. I think even the Flyers lost last night for anybody who was looking for a bright spot.
No bright spots.
No bright spots for Philadelphia last night. Welcome to the program. We will have a good one for you. Aztecs are in Nevada. Getting ready to play there. Tomorrow, Kirk Kenny is driving his way up there. He will be joining us from the road, and I'm excited later in the show. We're going to talk some Aztec basketball. Dave Velasquez, our guy, the assistant basketball coach out there at San Diego State, is going to be on the program in the 4 o'clock hour. But, you got to start with the play last night. We'll get to some Padre news. There's a couple of little things to fill you in on, so we haven't forgot about that. But it was a little heart-wrenching, to be sure, to watch Kerkering make that throw last night. He obviously panicked, and, the Dodgers advance. That was the hardest part for me, honestly, Tony. I don't have a personal connection to Kerkering. I don't really have a connection at all to the Phillies. But I do hate the Dodgers, and to see them – get to advance. I mean, if any team ever needed a lucky break, it's not the Dodgers. They already have more money and resources than everybody else, and yet they're moving on to the NLCS on a play that is going to be remembered for a long, long time.
Yes, that's how baseball goes.
Yeah,
what it made me think of is spring training, right? You see. I'm out there.
What do they call it?
PFPs, right?
Pitcher fielding practice.
And they do that all spring. But the reality is, I would say the starting pitchers are the one that probably get to use it most, to where it's kind of embedded, right? Relievers come in. I don't know. They don't get too many of those kind of broken bat grounders to them. But that being said,
they also don't get them in spring training with the bases loaded in the last game of a playoff.
Right.
So, yes, you get ground balls all spring training, but it's not the same circumstance.
And, it just goes to show you, even at the top level of Major League Baseball, pressure can make a human brain.
What do they say? It cracks diamonds, right? Or whatever?
I think it creates diamonds,
right?
Creates
diamonds.
Burst pipes is the one I'm
all
most
of that
familiar
stuff.
with.
Yeah.
I think it just goes to show you, in those moments when the pressure's at its highest, any human brain can malfunction, because that's exactly what happened. After he bobbled the first time, you could almost see
over,
it in
wasn't
his
it?
Body, right? Like,
if he would have thrown to first, he would have thrown it down the right field line.
He could have pump faked to home and still thrown to first and had enough time.
Well, we were just watching the replay, Tony. Even if he had thrown home and bounced it, and Real Muto just all he could do was knock it down, they actually still would have got him out, because Kim never touched home plate till he came back and touched it.
Right.
So Real Muto would have had time to go tag him.
Right. Even if the decision was poor and he shouldn't have gone home, and he went home anyway, a good throw.
Or a decent throw. Not even just one that could be knocked down somehow.
You get him out.
So sad. It
was tough to watch him, because he knew it.
Right away.
Muto knew it. Everybody knew it.
Yeah.
And him walking to the dugout and I thought the Phillies teammates, manager, they handled that.
Yeah, give them a lot of respect.
Best way you could.
Castellanos raced in from right field to comfort him, and just the dichotomy, the Dodger players jumping up and down and going crazy around Kerkering, who was standing there with his hands on his knees, and white jerseys were jumping up and celebrating. And just the juxtaposition. That was horrible.
It was
horrible. I don't know who you compare that to. I started, Buckner obviously will always come to mind, but I even go back on Buckner And now that's getting so long ago in our, conscious that maybe people don't remember all the circumstances of Buckner. He missed the ball on the grounder. The game was already tied, though, when that happened.
Right.
So had he got the ball, it would have gone to extra innings. People think he lost the game. No, he didn't. He did in a sense, but it would have gone to extra innings. That was also game 6. That was not the final game. So, history tends to change things. I think of J.R. Smith.
Ooh.
Getting the rebound and dribbling around like the game was over when it was tied up and LeBron screaming at him, shoot the ball. And they lost that game in overtime. It's only ever happened one other time in the postseason where an error was a walk-off play, and that was on a relay at second base by Rufned Abdur.
Oh, that's right.
Trying to turn a double play. So at least he was trying to make a play, and he bounced the throw to first, and the winning run scored for, I think it was Toronto.
You go back to maybe the national championship game, Chris Webber's timeout.
You had to think of that last night. Yeah. Although even the circumstances of that, I've looked at it a few times. They were already, I believe, behind when that happened.
Right. They had already given up the lead.
They had already given up the lead. Had he not called timeout, still a lot of things would have had to happen for them to win.
They would need to go down and make a bucket, right?
Yeah, but when he called timeout, that kind of gave it to wrap it up for North Carolina. The Bartonman thing, I don't think actually belongs in this discussion. No. That was completely different as far as I'm concerned. We've had Greg Norman blow a huge lead. We've had, some other instances where, I guess the Oilers losing to the Bills that year. But I can't find one that lines up directly with this, Tony, where your season is lost on a play like that. I can't find one. If anybody can think of something that they feel is similar in sports, let me know, because I've been really kind of racking my brain. And so that's how bad you have to feel for this kid. He's 24 years old. He's been a pretty big part of the Phillies. So that's the way it goes. And let's not also mention, although Skraby reminded me that the tying run should have never even been on base. Sanchez had, I think it was Alex Call, struck out at the beginning of that rally. And I guess it was so bad that the home plate umpire actually apologized to Sanchez after the game. Yeah, sorry I missed the call.
We'll get into it in the Big Five to see how you guys really feel about an umpire apologizing.
Yeah, I don't know that was what you... Anyway, so the Dodgers, both runs they got. Of course, the Phillies could have scored some more, and there's a lot of other aspects of it.
Someone said on the chat the Trent Grisham error when he was with the Brewers.
Yeah, again, and that did not lose. I think it might have lost.
It was an elimination game. It was because it was the
one game playoff.
1 game playoff.
Yeah, he kicked the ball on that. So yes, there's this is going to follow Ryan Kerkering the rest of his career unless he does something spectacular to change the narrative, and for that I feel bad. But what I feel worst about, Tony, is that it benefited the Dodgers. They just don't need the benefit.
No, they don't. But they could. Is that me?
That might be me, and I always have my phone on mute.
Me. Wow, I almost went like, of course it's you.
That's the first time I have. I think I did that erroneously.
Ooh. Someone has another good one.
Okay.
I don't know if this actually ended the game, though. You guys will have to tell me, but the Marlon McCree fumble.
No, it did not.
So we're talking about things that actually ended
but the Marlon
the game.
McCree fumble would have ended the game in the sense that had he not fumbled, the Chargers would have been in possession and able to run out the clock. Right. So in a sense, he could have ended the game.
He did not.
But after he fumbled it back, Brady then had another chance to go score his touchdown, and I think sent that game to overtime. But yeah, that's painful for the Phillies. And again, I don't really feel for the Philadelphia and the Phillies and all of these, they've won all this stuff. They're the Super Bowl champs still right now. The Phillies have had a few wins, so I mean, and the Phillies are going to be good again next year. So, I don't have as much a feel for them. I have a feel for the kid. And, it just annoys me that the Dodgers are moving on and jumping around and celebrating as if they did something.
I'm with you, Chris. Thank you for saying it.
That's what's killing me.
So let me get this straight. They should advance to the
No, they
CS
shouldn't.
and
They shouldn't decline it.
respectfully.
and like just kind of walk out there like, yes, we sorry, we didn't. know
Yes,
this
no,
one.
they shouldn't. They shouldn't decline it.
I mean,
when's the last time somebody gaffed like that to favor the Padres? You know, that's
I know
what
when. Well, I
saying.
don't. I can't answer that one. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't answer it. It hasn't happened yet.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, when the ball went through his legs, they certainly were screaming and jumping like crazy after they got that ball rolled through his leg.
Oh,
you're
mean
talking about the
Durham?
other team.
Yeah, no,
Leon
yeah,
Durham in
yeah.
in that fifth game of the playoff.
No, I'm talking about, you were talking about Buckner
Oh, okay.
earlier. When the ball went through his legs, everybody was pretty excited about that.
Yeah, it was a massive fail. It was, Jim Marshall running the wrong way for a touchdown.
That
was just
might
was
be
a
the
brain
worst.
cramp for sure.
You can't do that.
My favorite part of that clip is the 49er guy, lineman, who chased him all the way down the field and then congratulated him once he got to the end
It's
zone.
like, thanks for scoring for
Jim
us.
Marshall looked at him like, what do you mean?
That was only
He
safety,
couldn't
right?
wait to get to the end zone. Just
No,
to
he was
pat him
so
on his helmet.
excited.
Did that end up being a safety?
Yeah, it was a safety.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So that's how it started. The Dodgers are through. We don't know yet. They're going to play. The Cubs came through 6-0 over the Brew Crew, so they'll have a deciding game tomorrow. In the American League, we know it's Toronto, and it'll be either Seattle or Detroit. They will play tonight, Game 5. Tariq Skubal will be on the mound for the Tigers. That's the good news. The bad news, he has faced the Mariners 3 times this year, and the Mariners have won all 3 of those games. So we'll see, where that goes tonight. A lot of good stuff for you. Like I said, it's a Friday. We are going to be counting down the top 5 things you want to see happen with the Padres this offseason. So we will delve into that in the 3 o'clock hour. As I mentioned, Kirk talking football, Dave Velasquez, Aztec basketball. And when we come back, Tony will tell you about the Padre player who, assuming he stays with the club, will open next season with a 1-game suspension. And why that is. We'll tell you about that and get you some Padre stuff as we get going here on Gwynn and Chris on 97.3 The Fan.
Hey, Padre fans, if your days are anything like mine, you need energy that lasts. That's why I never miss my daily Symbiotica Sheet.
These things. It even tells you, hey, there's a canyon over here. Don't hit it here.
Skraby from about 45 feet. His caddy tells him to play it a little to the right. He's been playing well so far today. 4th hole. Nice smooth delivery. Hit it too hard.
So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not used to complimentary to you, but I can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making.
With my what?
Your shot making. You hit some.
These things. It even tells you, hey, there's a canyon over here. Don't hit it here.
Skraby from about 45 feet. His caddy tells him to play it a little to the right. He's been playing well so far today. Fourth hole. Nice smooth delivery. Hit it too hard.
Sasquatch. So Chris says that he can't play golf, but this is the second birdie putt he's made for us. This time it was like 20 feet.
Thank you very much, Greg. But once again, you're hitting some very nice shots as well. I'm not usually complimentary to you, but can't help but be complimentary. Your shot making today.
With my what?
Your shot making. You hit some.
These things. It even tells you, hey, there's a canyon over here. Don't hit it here.
Skraby from about 45 feet. His caddy tells him to play it a little to the right. He's been playing well so far today. Fourth hole. Nice smooth delivery. Hit it too hard.
.217, word just came down. Brock Bowers will not play. There's your fantasy tip for
Tip of the day.
Tip of the day.
Brock Bowers, the Raiders. Missing an opportunity
He's
to go
out.
against the Titans. Yeah, you don't miss those games.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't seem like you do.
Can pile up some numbers sometimes.
Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby, who's having a little bit of a difficult day. That's why you haven't heard from him.
What's the matter with you, Scrape?
I forgot my backpack at home,
Oh.
and which means I don't have my headphones, which means I don't have my notebook, which means I don't have my computer, and so I don't really have a place to put my camera because I was going to go into berating the studio and their lack of USB ports in the computer, but I'm not going to.
You don't have to, buddy.
It's
all good.
ridiculous.
You forgot your one in a billion time you've ever lost your or left your backpack.
Even the
Fine.
airport has finally gotten with it on the USB ports
Thank
and
you.
stuff. You know, it
Thank
took
you.
them a little longer than most, but
Yeah, it did
now
take
you
him a while.
you can't miss that. now.
I remember when I was traveling was when they didn't have a lot of charging areas, and it was like,
Yeah.
you get away from my charging area.
People
would
used
just,
to. Oh, no,
they
you'd
would
plug your phone in,
congregate.
They camp
and then
out.
you had to guard your phone.
Yeah.
because somebody would come and.
It's
Yeah.
showing up when
I did unplug one guy's phone one time.
Come
Didn't see him. He came back and he was
unplugged
angry.
his phone.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
You're that kind of guy.
He wasn't there. I needed my phone charged before I could watch movies on the plane. Come on now.
You deserve to be punched in the face for that.
I do. I'm not going to disagree with that. If someone did that to me, I would be very angry.
Padre news. Jose Iglesias. Well, he may be a Padre come 2026.
Right, yeah.
We don't know. And Xander Bogaerts, both reprimanded for their part in the kind of chaos that took place after the Padres were eliminated as the umpires exited the field. There was film circulating of Jose.
Yeah, they can't get away with it.
Jose Iglesias kind of approaching the umpires as they come down, and whatever was
Seemed like
said.
he just was, wanted to see if he had a nice day.
Yeah, that nice day where they were going to dinner, maybe
Yeah,
after.
right. Like to join you guys.
Whatever was said, DJ Rayburn didn't really want to tell him by the way he responded, whatever Jose Iglesias said to him. And then that caused Xander Bogaerts to come over. And so
And in Xander's words, He saw red.
He saw red. Right.
I love that.
He.
You got that down?
Yeah,
It's not what the umpire said that to Xander.
You got that down?
Got that down. You know what Padre fans are saying right now, and I'm not going to totally disagree with you. Okay, Iglesias gets a game suspension for coming over and yelling at the umps.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to
But-
that. Yeah, he gets a game suspension.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
But how about the ump getting a game suspension for blowing an obvious call and maybe costing a team the victory?
I mean, if you are going to suspend
It's
umpires,
never going to happen.
yeah,
but
after every blown call, we're not going to have any umpires to
I
do these
know.
games. So
I'm saying that to my brethren, the umpires out there,
Yeah,
but
no.
still.
no, it's not something that was in the cards. But nonetheless, these two guys are suspended. Or excuse me. Jose Iglesias suspended. Xander Bogaerts just a fine. So he will miss no time due to the incident.
The incident.
Yeah. That's really all the Padre news we got for
That's
you
pretty
today.
much it. They
Yeah.
made a couple of international signings this week.
Yes.
So they are, still working behind the scenes to see what they can do there.
I've seen a lot of reporting outside of just San Diego saying that Mike Schilt and AJ Preller are going to be back. So I'm thinking that means that there is, truth to the rumor that they are coming back. If everybody's reporting,
It would seem more likely than not,
what it
based
seems
on
like.
what everybody's been saying.
That's what it seems like. All right, let's shift gears. Go to college sports. We've kind of been introducing. There's been new developments happening, a new transfer portal timeline. The Big Ten is doing something that I don't know if, and I get you guys' opinion on this, that we could see kind of as the model moving forward for these big conferences.
Writing's on the wall.
Big Ten nearing a decision on a $2.4 billion with a B
Yeah.
deal with California Pension Investment Fund in a landmark move with college athletics. Basically, the Big Ten is going to be partnering with the UC Investment Manager, which brings up a whole bunch of questions, really. A public trading or a public kind of investment
entity.
is now going to be in on this private Big Ten. Was it I believe it's they're calling it a Big Ten. What's the word they're using?
Infusion?
No, it's like conglomerate, basically. Like it's a private
enterprise.
enterprise. That's what it is. Big Ten Enterprise is what it is. So basically,
Good.
just to kind of give you a little bit of rundown, an investment fund in University of California pension system is in negotiations with the nation's largest and perhaps most valuable collegiate athletic conference to infuse $2.4 billion in immediate cash to its 18 schools and help create conferences long discussed subsidiary Big Ten enterprises. Those with knowledge of the negotiations spoke to Yahoo Sports under condition of anonymity, as they were not authorized to speak about the potential 20-year agreement with the UC Pension System Investment Fund, better known as UC Investments, a $190 billion entity responsible for managing system portfolio for the UC schools. That money is going to be spread out, and it sounds like there is not going to be like, the rich get richer in this case within the conference. It sounds like there's going to be like a small percentage difference for some of the more well-known schools.
Are they trying to tell
small.
us that Rutgers is going to same amount of money as Ohio State?
That's what they're trying to tell
They're
us.
trying to tell us that. Here's my thinking on this. Why really were USC and UCLA brought into the Big Ten? They're in California. I'm just trying to think of why a California company would have any reason at all to be giving away $2.4 billion to the Big Ten. Oh, yeah, we have a couple schools now in that conference. Works out nicely. It's only going to be, if it already isn't a matter of time, anybody who doesn't see it coming isn't paying attention. The Big Ten and the SEC are going away as far as what we know now in the world of college football.
Now, let me hop in here real quick because you bring up a good point. There has been worry about a super league.
Yeah.
According to this particular article that came out, and part of this agreement is is part of making it so that schools won't want to jump out
Okay.
and
well,
go into the super league that you are kind of
Yeah.
alluding to here.
And I believe that. And there's some things I could compare that belief to. But I'm just going to say I don't care. I believe the SEC and the Big Ten know that there's so much more money for them to be made.
Yeah.
If they go into their own thing, they have their own playoff and, they sell it. I mean, and we're going to watch Alabama play Ohio State way before we're going to watch any of the other schools left in college football. We just are. They know that. They're going to make way more money for themselves, and that is what they're all about. That's what we almost all are all about. I don't think the Big Ten and the SEC care at all about the rank and file of college football. I just don't. If they do, then I'm completely wrong here.
Should they?
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Maybe not. But, here's my thing on that. The Yankees, it would get old if they played the Red Sox every game.
Yeah.
So they should kind of care a little bit how the Royals are doing because the Royals are in the league.
Right.
So that's my answer. No, you're right. For themselves and the bottom line, the Big Ten and the SEC should get as much as they
based on
want.
what we've seen, how they've seen them act to this point, it would seem
right.
like they wouldn't care at all.
But Ohio State, if Ohio State and those guys are going to go do their own thing in the Super League, which I believe, I hope that when they go, the rest of college football, which will be more teams actually, then refuses to play them. I don't want Ohio State getting to still play Miami of Ohio and playing Tulsa.
They're going to have their pocketbooks open. They're going to pay these schools to come play.
You're right. You're not in our league, but here's a few million if you come.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. I know.
Here's the other thing that you kind of hinted to without knowing about it. The two schools that are kind of objecting to this process, the Ohio State University and the University of Michigan,
because they want to make sure the door's open,
right,
to do what they want to do.
Right.
Yeah. I just honestly, I would expect the San Diego States of the world, even though we all cling to hope that one day we'll be on somewhat similar footing, that we just understand that we're not going to be. And go ahead now. Have a Division I, I don't know what you call it, 1A, whatever you want to call it, and just have a national championship with all the teams in college football that aren't the SEC and the Big Ten. I'll find that plenty interesting enough. And I also think it's something that would be fun to go after every year.
Yeah.
There's plenty of big-name schools still left.
All right. Kirk Kinney on his way to Reno when we last checked. Aztecs up on their way there as well. We'll talk a little bit of Aztecs, preview the game coming up here. Kirk Kinney coming up. More on Gwynn and Chris.
All right, it's time for the Beaver Nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the Beaver Nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name Beaver Nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say, I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth, but if you've ever had a what is it? A Lay's potato chip that's waffle flavor. It's kind of like that.
No,
Sad Fryer says, "Are they cheesy?" No, they're not cheesy at all. Actually, they're sweet.
No, it's like a hard waffle with syrup on it, with dried encrusted syrup on it.
Now I don't exactly know what the puff is. It could be just fake something.
Most likely, I mean,
it's like caramel a little bit too. All right, I gotta stop eating these because I will eat the whole bag. I love these things. I'm gonna leave them here though because I will eat this if I go home. It's just gonna be a bunch of beaver nuggets in my bed as I sleepwalk or something like that. All right, it's time for the beaver nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the beaver nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name beaver nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go. I like it. It tastes like a corn pop.
I was just saying it tastes like a waffle, really.
It does kind of taste like a waffle. You know what? I'm in. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not.
You want another one?
No, I don't want another one. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like a waffle, like a waffle with syrup on it.
It's pretty good. I gotta say, I'm not hating these at all. Actually, they're very good. I like this. The waffle is a perfect explanation. If you've ever had, I'm sorry, I'm talking on the microphone with food in my mouth. But if you've ever had a what is it? A Lay's potato chip that's waffle flavor. It's kind of like that. Sad Fryer says, "Are they cheesy?" No, they're not cheesy at all. Actually, they're sweet.
No, it's like a hard waffle with syrup on it. With dried encrusted syrup on it.
Now I don't exactly know what the puff is. It could be just fake something.
Most likely, I mean,
it's like caramel a little bit too. All right, I gotta stop eating these because I will eat the whole bag. I love these things. I'm gonna leave them here though because I will eat this if I go home. It's just gonna be a bunch of beaver nuggets in my bed as I sleepwalk or something like that. All right, it's time for the beaver nuggets. So the story is somehow Buc-ee's got brought up. I think Frank brought it up.
Yes.
And it's a rest stop / mall / entertainment zone, super center. And someone said on the chat yesterday that they have like 100. They went to one with like 100 gas pumps, which is a lot, I guess. But while we were talking about this, Sam Levitt was in New York listening, and he goes, "Put me on, put me on, put me on." And so we put him on, and he's talking about how much he loves Buc-ee's. And so we got into the conversation, and it ended up being about the beaver nuggets. And so I had to order them because I find the name beaver nuggets very gross. I find it gross. But we're going to go with this. It's kind of like a Cheeto / a corn pop.
It's like a cheese doodle.
A cheese doodle. And we're going to eat them right now. I don't think these are bad, but here we go.
The show. From 6 to 7 tonight, baseball playoffs continue. Game 5 in Seattle. And it starts at 5. It'll be the Tigers and the Mariners. See who goes on to play the Blue Jays for the AL championship. We know the Dodgers were gifted a trip to the NLCS last night by the Phillies. They will face either the Cubs or Brewers, and that Game 5 is tomorrow. While we wait, we're going to have Kirk Kenny here in a minute or two, talk about the Aztecs getting ready to go up to Nevada. The game last night, hopefully a lot of Philadelphia Eagle fans were just in a deep depression watching the Phillies and forgot to tune in because watching their Eagles play would have just made them even more
depression
depressed.
Awaited you.
Yeah,
at
man.
That point.
That was surprising. Let's be honest. I mean, not that they got beat. They got whooped. I mean, they were up 17-13. And after that, the Eagles offense, nothing. Saquon never got going. And the Giants basically went up and down the field all night, I thought, against what was supposed to be a decent Eagles defense.
The crazy part is Saquon had like 38 yards rushing in his first 2 or 3 carries, and then he didn't do anything. And that's because the offense was not good.
Well, look, almost every game is decided by one thing that we never look at, and that's the line play, right?
Yeah.
And last night, the Giants dominated both sides of the line of scrimmage.
They really did.
Yeah, they opened up holes. They gave Jackson Dart a lot of running lanes there when he dropped back to pass. The Giant wide receivers came up with some big plays, some big catches. And Philadelphia, the one problem they've had all year is getting the ball to their wideouts. And last night it was the same thing. The only guy they could find open was Dallas Goedert. Otherwise, the Jalen Hurts passing attack is.
Shout out to Dallas.
Yeah, he had a big game for you in fantasy. But anyway, I was surprised by that one and the easiness that the Giants beat the Eagles.
You know, when you bring that up, it may speak to why they felt they had to go tush push 3 straight times. Because the Giants line was kind of manhandling them outside of the tush push. Really.
How much longer before the Eagles just start running that at the 25-yard line?
Here's the thing.
They started it at about the 7 last night.
Yeah, they ran it 3 straight times, and I do think that had something to do with the disruption that the Giants' defensive line was causing. But I think they won't run it more than that because it's just as much stress on their guys, especially the linemen. Listening to Kelsey talk about it, listening to their offensive linemen, I don't know that. I think if they ran it every time, the will of their own players would change the effectiveness of it. I think they got to run it in certain pockets. They know when they get close to the end zone, they can run it like that because no one's going to stop it.
I think I think the NFL gods are starting to just turn on the Eagles. Like, enough already. We're not going to let you win another game. Do you stop calling that stupid play?
I don't understand why everybody's so bent out of shape about it.
Because I can't remember who said it.
I am now for some reason.
You can't stop it.
I can't remember who said it, but someone said.
I do agree that they got to call it better in terms of the offensive lineman shooting off and timing the snap.
You mean the false starts that they continually get away with?
They got to call that better, but come on, just stop. You got to figure out a way to stop it.
I can't remember who said it, but it was someone like a football player that basically said tush. Oh, Micah Parsons, your favorite guy, and I will quote him even though he's not my favorite guy. Yeah,
my favorite guy.
I criticize Micah Parsons until he says something that I like and agree with, but he said it's not a real football play.
You know why he said that?
Because he can't stop
He can't stop it either.
It's not a real football play. That's a rugby play. That is not an American football play.
Get good at it like the Eagles have.
I got to tell you something. If we were back 100 years ago, the bomb isn't a football play either. They never threw the ball more than 2 yards downfield.
I was like, what?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, are you going to call that not a football play? Then everything's evolved.
I was saying
over
that's
time.
what Micah Parsons said, and then I agreed with Micah Parsons.
You're agreeing with him
because it's a rugby play. It's a rugby play. It's a rugby play.
Well, it's not working enough for the Eagles right now. They get whooped by the G-men last night. I got to tell you, Jackson Dart, I'm not ready to, put him in the Hall of Fame, but I think he's the third.
Can we talk about your boy Dable?
That was an embarrassing display last night from him.
Which one?
Brian
Dable.
Talk
about him, he was like fawning over.
He was
Dart as
hugging him. He was running
"Oh,
into
poor
the blue.
baby, are you okay?
Yeah, he was like up in his face mask, like everything okay, everything okay. And he went into the blue tent. We'll talk about it in the Big Five, which you're not supposed to go into the blue tent. And now the NFL has to do a
And make
concussion
sure
protocol review. And Skraby walked into the blue tent. Like, how does Russell Wilson feel that everybody hates him so much? I just really didn't like Brian Daboll last night.
You didn't like him supporting his own quarterback.
I like coaches that support their own quarterbacks, but not ones
Where's
that
the
are like
cutoff point?
when you
Where's the
start
cutoff
when you
point?
start running into the blue tent and then getting mad at the doctors on the sideline.
It did seem a little much compared to what the other head coach.
If he said it, I would rail
Of
against
course,
it.
see?
The fact that you've backed it up makes me feel
He had
David
to-
probably went over the line.
He had to apologize after the game because it's such a big deal because he wanted Jackson Dart was in concussion protocol. He wanted him out there for the fourth down, even though he couldn't use him unless he took a timeout. And he was like, is he ready or not? Kind of thing. And they were like, no, he's not ready. And he was all angry and he threw his hands in the air. And I'm really perturbed today, guys. Oh, I'm supposed to call Kirk Kennedy.
Yeah,
you
maybe
are.
you should.
It's cool.
While you're perturbed, try to do what you're here to do.
I mean, you don't read the promos in
Oh,
those grids.
here we
so-
go.
That's totally not true.
That is very true.
Kirk Kenny is going to be joining us via the David B. Shapiro fan hotline. If you're facing criminal charges, trust David P. Shapiro criminal defense attorneys. They are helping clients regain control since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com. I've read it.
Kirk just said, I said, beware of Chris. He's angry about everything. And Kirk said, is he yelling at a cloud? He's on the phone.
Hi, Kirk.
Hi, Chris. How's your day?
That's fine. Skraby's just being difficult,
To
which
catch
isn't
himself.
really an upset.
Richard?
He is being a Richard. Yes. I'll let that sit for everybody to take a moment and figure it out. And Skraby figure it out because he takes longer than most. How's the drive to Reno, Nevada, Kirk Kenny? Where are you? Where
I'm
in the
in-
world is Kirk Kenny?
I'm in fabulous Adelanto.
What?
Just got through the worst part. I think Adelanto used to have a minor league baseball team, so I was wondering if Tony'd ever heard of that.
Nope, had
I'm
not.
not. What state are we in?
Well, I'm in the state of confusion, but
Oh, Kirk with a lot of one-liners today.
yeah. Well, I've had plenty of time to think them up over the last 3 hours and stuck in traffic through LA. But it's crucial on a Friday to get through that before 2:00, and then it really bogs down. No, Adelanto is just about 130 miles north of San Diego. So I'm just about to hit the 395 that shoots you up to Reno.
All right.
Literally the road less traveled.
Well, the biggest little city there in America, as they say, where I froze my everything off one night during a November game on the sidelines. Coldest I've ever been. But the Aztecs are not cold, Kirk. They're hot. They're playing well. They look the part last Friday offensively. I mean, the offensive line, I think, has to get a lot of the credit for giving Denegal the time to go down the field. He threw some beautiful passes, and connected. They scored 45?
Yeah.
A week after scoring 6 on the road. The defense has just been good anyway. So they're probably pretty excited, but just making sure that they do this on the road this weekend is kind of what I gather to the focus.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of the themes that'll be the first thing I'll mention in my advance for tomorrow. They, like you said, they've done so well at home. Like, let's see if that can translate to the road now after losing 36-13 to Washington State and then just barely beating Northern Illinois 6-3.
Kirk, I mean, obviously this team is 4-1. They haven't been off to this good of start. It feels like it in quite some time. What are we looking for outside of them going on and getting a win on the road? What are we looking for? And at what point do we start to say this team is for real?
I think this could be one of the games to really point to because they showed so much more, I think, at home last week. Denegal, like Chris just said, he threw 3 beautiful balls that I haven't seen passes like that in one half in 10 years. And if they can keep kind of stacking on that, and guys are stepping up in different areas. Jordan Napier's their wide receiver is really off to a good start. Their running game's getting going, powered by Lucky Sutton and a couple other local guys. So they've got that going. And as Chris mentioned, also the offensive line is really more than holding its own, and I think that's helping to open up some things. So I think this game will be really telling if we can see some of the offense that we've seen at home on the road. Then that could be really telling.
Kirk Kenny's with us. Aztecs are headed to Reno. They got Nevada. I think the game's 7:30 tomorrow night. So stick around to stay up for that one. Kirk, all right. So we're sitting here giving it the wait and see and prove it to us, and let's see what happens this week. But at the same time, 4 wins is already more than they had last year. So, do you sense that the Aztec faithful, and I'm talking about the faithful, that were so, I want to say disgusted, but certainly not happy with the first season of Sean Lewis, have they been appeased at all so far?
I've definitely seen a few turn. In fact, I wrote about the other day, a friend of mine, I was at a wedding last month, and he comes to me after the Washington State loss. He goes, I don't see this team winning more than 2 games. And I was going around with him a little bit about, what do you base that on? He hadn't been out to any practices, hadn't really studied the team. And I thought, legitimately this team, one of the goals should be 6 wins in a bowl game. And, he was convinced, nope, no more than 2 wins. And so I was going to get on him after the Cal win and send him a text. I'm glad I didn't, because I found out a week later he had heart surgery. But he did text me during the game last week in the third quarter and says, okay, I'm officially eating crow. So I think there's more and more people like that they're really down on Lewis. I saw people asking for him to be fired after 2 games this year. And I'm like, can you let it play out a little bit? And obviously things have turned.
Yeah, it does seem like there was some overreaction early, and now people may be starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel. Kirk Kenny joins us here, covers this Aztec football team. And Kirk, let's talk a little bit about the defense. Right, through 5 games, they're 10th in FBS. Passion efficiency, they're also 10th. They're 14th in opponent first down, 17th in passing. What is it about this defense this year that is giving opposing offenses such a tough time?
Well, it's very veteran. I think virtually all the starters returned, and they've taken a step up. They're getting a really good pass rush led by Trey White, excuse me, I'm blanking on Trey's name. But Trey's been the leader getting to the quarterback. And
you had it right.
The other guys have come along. Okay.
Yeah.
Then on the back end, they have 5 guys, defensive backs, that are very good. And so when you get more pressure on the quarterback, and those guys are able to take some chances and also do some things. The top guy's cornerback, Chris Johnson, he's the one that had a 97-yard touchdown return a couple weeks ago. And so all of it kind of together, the linebacking core has done very well. So at kind of all 3 phases, all 3 levels, they've done very well on defense.
I've watched the coverage too. The coverage has really been good. Like, you go to the Cal game, they were throwing and the ball just wasn't even getting to the receiver.
Yeah.
He was getting knocked down. I think they had 10 breakups, 13 breakups in that game. That's a lot. Our guy Dale Sean Staley, who was in studio that one year, he's been playing great. So I agree with you, Kirk. You got a good back end. You're putting some pressure on. I think the coverage is forcing quarterbacks to bring the ball down just to, hesitate. And that's given the pass rush time to get home. Don't talk about a kicker all that often, but the Placentia breaks the record last week, and he broke it with a 53-yarder. Yeah, that's another weapon the Aztecs have, the kicking game.
Yeah, and also their punter, Hunter Green, he's, I think, among the top 20 in punting average at 46 yards plus. So they just have several weapons that they've got something in almost every area, every phase that allows them to achieve, and they're really starting to show it.
Kurt, what are we looking at from this Reno team, this Nevada team? I mean, the Aztecs have typically played close ball games when these 2 teams have faced off with one another. What are we looking at on the opposing side?
Well, they're 1-4, but I think that's a little bit deceiving. They've been in virtually every one of their games. In fact, last week was impressive. They got down 20-3 at half against Fresno State and made it a game and ended up losing 20-17. What's really hurt them is turnovers. They've gotten, I think, 14 on the year, which is most in the nation. And a lot of those have come from passing. Their quarterback, you might recognize the last name, Chubba Purdy. His brother is a quarterback for the Niners.
No.
And
wow, Skraby didn't even know that.
he perked up when he heard.
He woke up from his slumber.
Wait, his name is Chubba?
Well, his real name is Preston, and I asked him at media days in July, how'd you get the name Chubba? And he goes, well, when I was 1 year old, I weighed 38 pounds, and so my dad called me Chubba.
38 pounds? Man, that is a big 1 year old.
Yeah.
He mixed in a salad when he was 2 and 3, so he's looking a lot better now.
Looking a little more svelte.
Yeah, but he's thrown 8 interceptions in 5 games, and he got replaced last week by a true freshman named Carter Jones, who did well in the second half. So it looks like Carter Jones might be the starter against the Aztecs. The head coach for Nevada was coy on that, and I don't blame him. He goes, "Why would I tell you who my starting quarterback is? I'll let you guys guess."
Yeah.
So I think we'll see both of them though, because Purdy's a real good runner too, so I have a change up here and there.
I understand the Purdy family is used to having their quarterbacks passed over by backups. So
Wow.
that was just for Skraby.
That wasn't even a good shot.
It was pretty good.
I mean, Brock Purdy's still the starter. He's just hurt.
Aztecs are favored by 7. I'm hoping they take care of business. You look at the rest of the schedule, 6 games after this one. Which is the Fresno State and Boise State, and the Boise one is here. Are those the two that on paper look to be the biggest challenges? I know everything's a challenge. Don't get me wrong, but are those the two that are, kind of for the second half to keep an eye on?
Yeah, I think you're definitely right. One thing is right after this game, they get a week off and then Fresno State. So I think that week off could help them prepare for that. And then the Boise State game, you're right, will be the other challenge. Boise got picked for first place for, I think, the 83rd year in a row.
Yeah.
And we'll just see that. I mean, if the Aztecs can keep on a really good game coming up in about a month here.
Yeah. Well, you got to win games to play bigger games. And right now the Aztecs are seemingly on that track. And I was pretty impressed, I got to say, the last Friday night. And the defense has been doing it all year. Kirk, thanks much. Have a good rest of your ride. How much further do you have to go if you don't run into any delays?
About 400 miles. Should be in Reno.
Crazy.
This evening. It's driving is just a good time, guys. You guys should try it.
Kirk, let me introduce you to a couple of guys that named the Wright brothers. They invented flying.
I am with Kirk. I love driving. I would much rather drive to Tahoe than fly. Yes. Yes.
Goodness.
I love to be on my schedule, not someone else's.
Thank you.
I can get in the car when I want, and I have my golf clubs back here. If a golf course looks empty on the way, I might have to hop off. Got my cooler. My wife packed me up a few extra snacks.
Yeah. So Sunday's paper.
I'm sure there's a Chick-fil-A too on the way.
Oh, they got to be, right?
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
There's one 3 miles south of downtown Reno, so that will be sometime either for breakfast or lunch tomorrow.
And I'll pick up my paper on Sunday, and there'll be no Aztec story. It'll say Kirk gone golfing.
No, I will. I'll tell you. I know you guys are probably pressed for time, but this is worth it. I'm doing a story on the semi that takes all the equipment when they're on the road, and it's interesting. He's going up the 5 because the 395 is only like a 2-lane road, so he goes up the 5 and actually takes like 12 hours to get there. But I talked to the equipment manager and the driver of the truck to get some stories and things, and we'll have that in the paper Sunday.
That will be interesting. I've seen that truck when I used to travel, and the big, huge, like gigantic trucks.
Like a semi?
Yes, it pulled up in every stadium you were at.
Yeah.
Drove all over the country. Took all week to get wherever they were going, right?
I watched them load up. They're like, it's like moving 12 times a year.
There's a lot of stuff on a sideline during a game.
Stuff.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And you need extra
and then like
stuff.
for the Hawaii trip, they have to put it on a cargo plane.
Ooh, that's expensive, I bet.
Yeah. So,
Hawaii's
but
a
it was
couple of
interesting.
weeks. Are you going to go to Hawaii, Kirk? You can't drive.
I do not think I will. I don't think I will. It's a long ferry ride.
This guy
ferry ride.
And there's no golf courses on the way. Kirk, have a good trip. Thanks for your coverage. Appreciate
Thank
you.
you,
Big
Kirk.
water hazard. All right, guys.
See ya.
Drive safe, Kirk.
Kirk Kenny on the road with the Aztecs. Nevada tomorrow night at 7:30. Do we hear 5-1? That would be nice.
Yes,
that would be nice.
Of course.
All right, quick break time here. Daily Gambit kicks off hour number 2. Our countdown will be in hour number 2. The top 5 things we want to see surrounding the Padres this off season. It's all coming up as we continue.
Hi, my name is Sage.
on this Friday afternoon. Seems kind of gloomy outside. I don't know. It's like a half gloom, half sunny.
It's because the Dodgers moved on.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
San Diego's weeping.
3:01 on the dial. Not only is Mr. Brock Bowers out, Lamar Jackson has also been ruled out. Official.
Yeah.
Man,
That's
been a rough start for the Ravens.
Yeah, that makes Zay Flowers a little less attractive.
He's also questionable.
Brock Purdy out, you
Out.
said?
He go.
Out.
Yeah. But the Buccaneers are missing
Yeah, they are.
Godwin
Evans,
and Bucky Irving.
And Bucky Irvin.
Bucky the Buccaneer, they call him.
Is that what they call
They
him?
do. Bucky the Buccaneer.
That's a good nickname for him.
Not bad.
Jerry Jones will not appeal his thumbs up or his middle finger, whatever what you want to call it. He will not. He won't be appealing it.
What would be the grounds for appeal?
Like he said,
what he said before, I was trying to give him a thumbs up. I stuck the wrong finger out by accident.
Didn't. Yeah, you. It was so intentional.
100% it was. You just watch his face and kind of like
He gets the sneer.
Right. The sneer that goes along with the bird was certainly present.
It was very confident sneer too because his team was winning.
Jumping around the leagues a little bit, Cody Bellinger, fresh off of the loss and headed home, has opted out of his $25 million option for
Is that
next year.
because he thinks he'll get more?
I think that's exactly what he thinks. Do you
think he'll get more?
I think he can get a couple more million more.
Okay.
Plays first base sometimes.
Plays a great outfield.
I put a phone call into him.
Right.
Won an MVP.
Hey. Another lefty, though.
Yeah. Well, hey. Put him in there.
You know.
What's the matter with 5, 6, 7, 8, Tony? The 6, 7, 8 works so well.
Just saying, another lefty. By the way, which would also counsel Kyle Schwarber too.
That's right. Yes, I'm going to be willing to make an exception for that. If that happens.
We do have a daily gamut now. Skraby has been on an absolute heater.
Yeah, he's had a good week.
I think I think it may have come to an end.
Though. It slowed down.
At least to
I'm going to just say it slowed down.
Okay.
He's 23-8 for the week. That's a winning week for
Too bad
sure.
you're not a real gambler.
Yeah,
well, that's a good thing. I'm not a real gambler because I would be living in my car if I was.
I was watching one of those.
Are you saying you have an addictive personality? When
Just
it comes
a
to
tiny
those
bit.
games?
Honestly, like a couple weeks ago, I did make a $5 parlay wager. And I didn't win by one of the legs. And I got this like thing in my head of like, okay, I'm just going to go bet 20 now on the Sunday night game. And I was like, nope, this is how it starts.
That's exactly how
this is how it starts.
And
you are not allowed.
Catch yourself.
And when you do a parlay, they want you to win 5 of the 6.
Yes, they do.
To make it seem like you got close.
Yeah, I'm
just one game off.
Yeah, I could do this.
I'll get the next one.
Okay.
I was watching a DraftKings or one of them ad yesterday, and they just kept going on and on about how much money you can win and this and that. And I just chimed into myself and my wife. How about how much I can lose? Is that even a possibility? I mean, it doesn't even seem like it's there's a chance to lose, according to you
we
people.
We don't need to think about the negative things.
I guess. Yeah, it's all you negative guys out there.
All right, let's get to the data gamut.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo! If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our daily sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. Real quick before we get into it, I saw this earlier. Do not want to forget it, but the Mariners have installed a seismometer at T-Mobile Park tonight to record the seismic energy of the stadium. Do you think that's putting the cart before the horse before the cart?
Are they just they're expecting another beast mode run?
They're
at some
expecting
point
something
in the game.
Yeah, they're expecting something.
All right.
I think they're expecting it.
Okay. All right. I am going to shout out Renee on our chat right now. If you want to watch the show, you can just go to YouTube and search 97.3 The Fan. Renee comes to all of our events and is awesome. So
Hi, Renee.
Thank you, Renee, for
Thanks, Renee.
being a part of the show, and Rod too, because Rod
Thanks
is our
to
biggest fan.
all of the whatever an 11 share of people is that has made us number one in the last rating book. Thank you all.
All right, let's get to our bets that we made last night. And the first one, Dodgers -1.5 on the run line against the Phillies. We all went Phils, and we all won because the Dodgers only won by 1 run, so that's good. Over under 8 runs. You guys went over. I went under. They had 3. Brewers -1.5 against the Cubs last night. I went Brew Crew. You guys went Cubs. Cubs win 6-0. So you guys win that.
Go Cubs, go!
Are you cheering for the Cubs?
I don't know what I'm cheering for.
I would cheer for whichever team. Here's the thing: if the Cubs win, it'll start in L.A. The NLCS.
Yeah,
the Dodgers get the home field.
I don't know what I want.
I don't either. I know whoever wins tomorrow, I'm rooting for them going forward. That's all I know.
I think that I'm rooting for the Blue Jays from this point on.
That's your team at the moment?
I think I'm going for the Blue Jays.
Okay.
Which really irritates me. You want to know why?
Why?
It's because there was a time where I would never root for an American League team. But now it's all.
Oh, really? You were that?
Yes.
Because you never played in the American League.
No. But it's all been jumbled together now.
I don't know. You and I talked about this a little, that it would be fun if it was Milwaukee, Seattle.
I would love
just
that.
because one team would be winning for the first time. Although that would leave the Padres with less company in that statistic.
One of those one of those will be there. I don't know which one. Okay. Milwaukee or Seattle could be there.
All right.
And we're going to have less company either way. Either way.
And then we'll hear about the fact that the Milwaukee franchise started out in Seattle.
Yes.
We will definitely hear about that. Like, there's going to be some Tom Rinaldi special about it. I'm sorry. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
What did Tom Rinaldi do?
Every time they go to Tom Rinaldi, he's like, I talked to this guy, and he said he was feeling good. Thanks, Tom.
When are you going to understand what I've told you for years, that the sideline reporters are a waste of our time? Sorry to all the sideline reporters.
Oh, Adam Klug makes a good point on the chat. Tony rooting against his former team?
Yeah.
Oh, Brewers?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, he's rooting against the Dodgers. That's another one of his former teams.
Touche.
So, there you go.
No one cares about that. All right, Glasnow. Who had more Ks? Glasnow or Christopher Sanchez? We all went Sanchez. Glasnow was actually the guy. He had 8. Sanchez had 5. Eagles and Giants last night, over under 40.5 points. You guys went under. I went over. It was a total of 51 points.
The Giants almost went over on their own.
That's true. That's
so
true.
Shocking.
Chris asked, will a Giants wide receiver have 50 or more yards in the game? Chris said no. Tony and I said yes, and there were 2 wide receivers over 50 yards. I think it was Wan'Dale Robinson and
if you could name Little John or whatever.
It's Little.
Yeah.
No,
what is it?
It's Little Jordan Humphrey.
Little Jordan, yeah. I love that name. Gotta love it.
And Little Jordan is not little. He's a big human being.
Big Jordan.
And then Saquon, over under 88.5 rushing yards in the game. We all went over. You guys talked me into it, and he went under 58. Tulane -6.5 against East Carolina. We all went Tulane, and Tulane won by 7 points. So that was a good thing. 26-19. Kraken. Ooh, I didn't do this one.
Kraken beat the Ducks 3-1.
Okay. He didn't put our guesses down.
No.
He only put his guess down.
I think Tony was the only one who had the Ducks there, according to my record keeping. All right, so
Kraken won 4-3?
3-1. They won by 2.
Dang it.
Yeah. Skraby 23-8, Tony 17-14, still a winning week. 13-18 on the losing week for me. All right, here we go. Tigers -1.5 at night. Again, Skubal is pitching, which is why I'm sure the Tigers are favored. Start with you, Tony. Seattle at home with the noise meter, apparently. Who wins this
Let's
one?
go Mariners.
Wow. Scrape?
I knew this was going to be a bet. I've been thinking about it all day. Skubal is just that good.
Yeah, but he lost every game to the Mariners this year.
I don't expect for that to happen 4 times.
Okay.
So I'm going to go Tigers.
I'm rooting for my friend Ben Pearson. He's from Seattle. So I know this would mean a lot to him. And I'm that kind of guy.
Oh,
Go
man,
Mariners.
you are so good.
I'm so soft, basically. Scooble, 9.5 strikeouts. 9.5, Skraby.
Ooh, that's a
Over,
lot.
under.
I gotta go under on 9.5.
That seems so many. He's capable, and I'm going to go under also. Tony, can he get 10?
Ah, man, I don't know if I
Just throw lights out.
if I like Kirby in this game.
Kirby is pitching for Seattle.
I go back to that whole.
Oh, when he didn't want to pitch.
It felt like I should have been out there longer.
Yeah. He wanted to be taken out
I don't
earlier.
know if that's the kind
The
of
guy
mindset.
you want.
Yeah,
Well, you
no.
want to change? You can go Detroit. It's not.
No, I'm gonna pick with my heart.
That's why they have
I'm gonna
erasers
pick
on pencils.
I'm gonna pick with my heart.
Scooble, 9.5. Tony,
I gotta go under. That seems
that
really
seems
high.
like a lot. Tomorrow, Brewers are 1.5 at home over the Cubs. I haven't seen the pitching matchup there for the elimination game. Is it going to be all bullpen
It's
stuff
gotta
again?
be, right? 'Cause
I'm really. I can't outlaw it, but I just don't like it. I know that I nothing I can do about it.
when
I
is
just-
everybody gonna start zagging again? Like it seems
Go back
like,
to pitching a guy.
how come we don't have anybody that can pitch?
Yeah. I mean, you would think Scooble tonight, but I bet you they'll get him out as quick as they can if they have to.
I feel like Scooble is like one of the last dudes that they just let keep going.
I hope so.
He gets his velocity goes up as the game goes along.
But there are very few pitchers that analytically, right, do better the third time through the order.
That's the thing.
So that's what they're looking at.
I mean, is there a way to just focus on that? Like, all right, third time through is when I got to figure out how to be better my third time through so they can leave me in
so
this
it can
bad
stay
boy.
in the game. It is a bullpen game. There's no starting pitchers labeled for it. I'm going to take the Brew Crew because I don't want the Dodgers to get the home playoff series start. Tony.
Brew Crew.
Brew Crew. It's great. You want to go?
I was listening.
You want to
to
go lovable losers?
I was listening to Pat Murphy, and he was saying that he believes home field advantage is everything for this series. So
we'll see. It has been so far.
yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I
So
can't
they're
argue with
going
them.
back to Milwaukee. I'll choose the Brew Crew.
Takes the Brewers. A sweep there. All right. We got a little football tonight. One of your alma mater, Skraby, is in action.
Which one?
Well, USF doesn't have football team,
No,
so
it
you're
doesn't.
good there. Fresno State, -6.5 at Colorado State.
Dang, you went to Fresno too?
No, I didn't go to Fresno
He
State.
did go to Colorado State.
I did go to Colorado State.
Tony, you're first. We saw CSU here last week. Fresno State is, I think, 2 or 3-0 in conference. So
Fresno.
far. Going with Fresno on the road. It's great. Got your Rams?
No.
No.
I'm gonna go Fres. Yes, that's what my friend
Wow.
from Fresno always calls it.
Well, I'm going to take the Rams. Tough at home there on campus.
And he always goes, you know what? If we had a BART train, you know what BART is in the Bay Area? It's Bay Area Rapid Transit. It would be called FART because Fresno Area Rapid Transit.
You got a funny friend. We got Oklahoma. Oklahoma ranked 6th in the nation. Take Texas. But Oklahoma's only favored by 1 point. Skraby.
I don't know if Mateer, is that his name? I don't know if
the
he's gonna
Oklahoma
play.
quarterback?
I'm going to go with Tejas.
Texas. Texas has not been good yet. Oklahoma's coming off a really lucky win over Auburn. I think it's going to catch up to them.
Mateer probable, to play for OU against Texas.
By the way, the game is played at a neutral location in Dallas.
The Red River Shootout.
Right. I'll take Texas, even though I hate Sark. Tony, going to Boomer Sooner here? Are we going clean sweep for the Horns?
I'm going Sooners.
Boomer.
No, I'm going Texas.
Oh,
Sorry.
my goodness.
Clean sweep.
Clean sweep. Aztecs are 7.5 at Nevada. I have faith, but not that much on the road. That's a lot. Got to win by more. If they win by a touchdown, that's going to be a solid win. And you got to win by 7.5. I got to take Nevada, just in that regard. Tony.
Nevada from that regard.
Okay. Scrape. Nevada from that regard? Nevada from that regard. Yeah, that's really great grammar by all of us. All right, 2 NFL games. Chargers 4.5 at Dolphins. Chargers are scuffling. They've lost 9 of their last 10 in Miami. None of those games have been against this Miami team, though, Tony.
Yeah, Chargers get back in the winning lane here.
So. Scrape?
the Chargers are injured. I mean, they did not look good last week. Omarion Hampton is going to be on the IR. I'm going to go with Dolphins.
Well, all right. So I can go with the Chargers then because it won't at least be a clean sweep. Seems like a gimme to me. Miami is just not good. Tampa Bay, San Francisco, 47.5 points.
Yeah,
Scrab.
this is looking good.
47.5. Total points.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling all the listeners.
Over under 47.5.
So 24-23, you'd come up short.
I feel like it's just going to be just short, so I'm going to say under.
Under. Not Brock Purdy. Baker Mayfield. It's good for at least 4 touchdowns against this team. Tampa Bay. Over. You want over under? I'll take Tampa Bay.
Hey, you're actually doing it. Too.
I know. I'm the guy in charge of this.
Give me under.
Under. Okay, one more tonight is Game 4 of the WNBA Finals. Las Vegas.
Asia.
Close it out at Phoenix. Las Vegas favored by 2 to wrap it up. One of Phoenix's top players is missing the game with a concussion.
Wow.
Sabali, I think is her last name. That could be the reason the Aces are favored. Skraby. Aces go for the clincher.
Yeah, I think they do it.
Las Vegas clinches. I say the WNBA invokes the David Stern clause here and tries to keep it at least competitive.
A gentleman's sweep instead?
Well, number one. Number two, you have the horrible
or I should
refereeing.
say, is it a ladies?
A gentle ladies sweep.
Yeah, is a ladies sweep.
Ladies sweep. I'm going to take Phoenix just because the refs, are in favor of keeping the series going.
They want more paychecks.
Yeah, right. Tony?
Yeah, I think the Aces wrap it up.
Las Vegas on the wrap. All right, that's a wrap for us in the Daily Gambit. More of Tony's segment
on the other side.
From the 855, get right.
Those of you watching on YouTube, I'm not quite sure why we have one of these in our studio, but, prayers and thoughts. And
it's a Sister Jean bobblehead.
It is. That's Sister Jean. She passed away today. The became sports famous when Loyola made its run to the Final Four many years ago. 106. Good for you, Sister Jean. Welcome back to our show. We got
I think we have it in here, and I'm not sure if this is true, but I do know that Sam Levitt worked at Loyola of Chicago and met Sister Jean on a number of occasions.
I filled in for Teddy Ballgame on a men's basketball game that was at Loyola Chicago for whatever reason. All right. Anyway, I think it was the year they went to the Final Four, actually. The year Loyola went to the Final Four.
That's kind of
fun.
I
thought, this looks like a decent team. I didn't expect them to be that good. All right. Let me lay out a scenario for both of you. The Browns and the Steelers play Sunday. By the way, for those who haven't got your pick in on our Survivor pool, there's 24 of us left. I'm going Steelers. I'm putting it out there. So if they win, I'll survive. If not, I'll be out. But make sure you get your pick in. So the game's going on, and Dylan Gabriel gets hurt in the second quarter, let's just say. Well, today it was announced that Shedeur Sanders is going to be the number 2. He's the backup. Shedeur comes in and catches fire and leads the Browns to an upset victory over the Steelers.
It's Brown's worst nightmare.
Well, I want to ask Skraby first.
Oh, no.
Are you feeling that, or are you rankled by that happening?
About him?
He wins the game, basically. He's heroic in his first ever game, coming off the bench to win the game for the Browns. Are you thinking that's a great thing? Or are you because I know how you are.
Yes, you do know who I am. Many things go through my head. And I want to see what he could do. And I wouldn't be surprised if he went out there and he did something great. But then I don't think the rest of the season would be as good. But in this start, I'd be kind of happy to see him play well, just because he takes so much crap from everyone.
Why did you say what you said, Tony?
Are you turning into a Shedeur kind of
apologist?
I don't want to say apologist, but are you getting a little more softer on him?
No, after he did the mind thing, I was like, I'm done with that.
Even though it was with Rex, who you don't seem to like either.
It was Rex Ryan.
And he was mocking Rex Ryan.
See, I do love that. There's a couple things Shedeur does that I love, and there's things that I don't love.
Why did I say that?
Yeah, because you said that it would be bad for the Browns or whatever.
I should say Stefanski, because he seems like he doesn't. I mean, he's waited this long to move him from third to second. They don't have another, or at least that I know.
Bailey Zappi would be their only other possibility.
It just seems like and maybe it is truly because he doesn't want to put him in a position that's gonna not have him have success, but it just seems like he may not be the fan. It's hard to read it what the Browns think of him, and to me, based on their actions.
I'm torn because even though I've always been a Dion fan, I was never really a Shedeur fan, even when he was the quarterback there at Colorado. Although once he kept falling down the board. Wasn't it the third day, right, that he finally – so he had to not only wait – like Aaron Rodgers sat there for a few hours.
Right.
This guy sat there for 3 days.
Right.
And he got a prank call saying he was drafted.
He got a prank call. And then once he was drafted, as bad as that was, he then had to hear a lot of unsubstantiated reports that he deserved what happened to him,
right,
and that he was the reason this happened, and his attitude is horrible, and that he had headphones on during his interview. Even Dion said, come on, man. Like, really? I mean, he sat and talked to a general manager, but he couldn't hear him. So the reports got to be so much that I think it would be fun if, Shedeur at least had a moment in the sun.
I just want to be prepared. And sometimes,
that's the question about him. Is
he prepared for it? And so, because you may not get you don't know how many of these opportunities you're going to get if you get this opportunity.
Yeah. And the other part of it is if he comes in and does well, then you always have the specter of how will a team do once they actually do prepare for him. Although I would say this, I did look ahead. If Shador comes in.
This is the same point I think I heard Skip Bayless making the other day.
What's that?
That their schedule is quite light the next 4 weeks.
Well, guess who they play next after this? If Shador takes over and wins this game, he gets the Dolphins next week. By that time, they could have him in the Hall of Fame. So, maybe the timing will work out for Shador. And, of course, all of this is, guesswork because
Right.
I think Gabriel would have to get
Dylan
hurt.
Gabriel is in there.
He is the guy. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, we have our countdown. Looking forward to this one. I know the Padre fans probably want to know what we think. 5 things that we'd like to see surrounding the Padres this offseason. We'll get to it when Gwynn and Chris comes back on a Friday.
Ben and
Plus, you can't count on much these days, but you can count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL live every Sunday on CBS and Paramount Plus all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. 3:35 on the clock. Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Sello, Matthew Skraby.
I did quick note passed up there. Kyler Murray is expected to play.
He is playing.
Yeah,
good.
Cardinal fans will be happy to hear that one.
Happy to hear that because I think I picked the Cardinals for an upset.
That was your upset pick, yes.
And I'm gonna need it after losing those 3 points already yesterday.
Well, somebody tell the Cardinals you picked them.
Yes,
you been
Cardinals.
on an uncanny.
I
run
picked
lately.
you. Let's go.
I picked you.
Get your stuff together.
Go.
Get it together.
We do have a countdown coming. It's probably be your really only Padre fix for today. We gave you the Jose Iglesias news along with the Xander Bogaerts. Jose suspended for game 1 of the 2026 season. Xander Bogaerts had to open up his wallet and write a check to Major League Baseball or whatever charity he wanted to donate that money to.
I was going to just ask you, where does that money go?
You can.
You can.
You can.
So you get a $5,000 fine. You can say, hey, I don't want to give it to you, but here it is. I'm giving it to
I'm going to donate
the Boys
it to
and Girls Club.
One of the agreed upon charities or places you can donate to. So
what happens to the money that goes to baseball?
I don't know the money.
None of it goes to baseball.
Most likely guys are all trying to get the.
How do I spell this? MANFRED. Let me get this out.
5:00 start, I believe, for
the ball game.
The ball game.
By the way, no one writes a check anymore, do they? Really?
That's a great question.
Some do.
Well, you know who writes one?
Your wife?
The person in front of me at Costco.
Oh,
yeah.
Like everyone else goes buzzing right through. Beep, beep, beep. Then there's, how much? 200. Let me rip the check out, write it. Then have to write in the back, the register, how much it was.
Right.
You know who probably does it are people who don't actually have the money.
Do you write a check?
Do I write a check? I have not written a check in 10 years.
To write checks?
No.
Really?
I don't think I've seen one in ages.
For what?
Certain bills I'll write a check for.
Tony sends it in for his cable bill. No, but people, when I worked at the bank, I learned this. People float their checks because it would take a couple days for it to get deposited or to debit.
See, now all check writers look bad now.
Is that at the bank where people used to wrangle you out of money?
Yeah.
That would be it. This is the Mark Bank, right?
Yeah.
I am not a Mark.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to write this check for cash, if you don't mind.
Go ahead and deposit that.
How much, sir? 110,000. Okay. Sure.
He's asking Skraby, is it okay? Yeah, you think so?
Look at him over there.
I'm not a Mark.
What was that? I think it was coming to America where Prince Akeem's what was it? A guy who was played by Arsenio Hall.
Arsenio.
He goes to the check cash and pays to ask for some more money, and he's like, "Do you think I should ask for more? I think another zero certainly wouldn't hurt."
Oh man.
The Katrina says that passports can only be paid with a check or money order.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, passports. Well, then we must have written a check because we
had to write a check.
We just renewed ours.
I still write checks every once in a while, man.
Where are you guys? Like, do you think that every person should have a passport regardless of traveling out of the country?
Let me tell you, if you don't have your
real ID,
your real ID, you got to have a passport.
I do have a real ID.
A lot of people don't, because I think for when we started the season, that law hadn't quite taken effect yet. And so a lot of guys traveling this year, they all pretty much had their passports. I was like one of the few that had the real ID joint.
I heard from someone when they were talking about the travel for NFL
You have
teams.
a wife that keeps tabs of such things, as does mine, and I have
I'm
ID
gonna take
also.
the credit for this. I was on the real ID thing.
Took
I was
that one.
I was
Okay.
kind of
You're getting
paranoid that I wasn't gonna be able to get on the flight, so I was just like, let me make sure I handle this now.
Yeah, I was listening to someone talking about the travel for NFL teams from the United States to play in London or something, and he said that like most of the guys have no idea how to get a passport. And so a lot of training camp is spent trying to get passports.
Yeah, we were a little more sophisticated than that. And Major League Baseball consider you got to go to Toronto every year. So everybody is.
Oh, yeah.
We do get an email from our guy TJ. Like, hey, we are going to Toronto this year. Make sure you have your passport. Just like a pre-warning.
Oh, yeah. We've even women's basketball. I've received a whole list of things I had to turn in.
And this
already.
this was before, this was now that we're going there all the time. Before, you wouldn't go there for like 6-7 years, and all of a sudden you're going to Toronto. It's like everybody's freaking out. They don't know what they need to have, but it's becoming old hat now.
That's good. I mean, that would be terrible to show up and be like, oh no, I don't have a passport.
It has happened.
Has a player ever had to stay home because they just didn't have it?
I don't know of a player, but I do know of a broadcaster.
Whoa. Yeah. Who didn't make it?
Who I don't know if it didn't make it, but they didn't have their passport, and it certainly held things up.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask
Bet you
for
never
who.
had.
Don't.
Bet you never had what happened to us last year when we went to Cancun. Did I tell you?
Did you?
The
shenanigans.
federales checking us in at the airport deemed that some of our medical equipment should not be allowed into the country unless we gave them money.
Greased them up a little bit.
Yeah, and we were there a while. Well, that happened.
All right.
And then we found out we weren't the only team. Almost every team invited to the tournament went through the same issues.
They needed to be greased up a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Let's check this countdown out.
From the 8 San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by Creative Repipe, the Repipe experts. Just a few problems here, guys. One of them is an accident involving a car and a motorcycle south on 5 at the Takayo off-ramp. It's over to the right shoulder. Northbound 805, just past Balboa, accident was blocking the right lanes. Managed to clear it all over the right shoulder, but we're still seeing quite a bit of residual there. And South 5 Coastline, just past Oceanside Boulevard, there is a collision over to the right shoulder. Before that drip becomes a flood, call Creative Repipe for whole house repipes. Financing available. And 97.3 The Fan listeners get a 20% discount plus a lifetime warranty. Call 619-399-2880 or visit creativerepipe.com. And Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
It's now time for Gwynn and Chris to rank their top 5 of the day.
Gonna grip and rip as usual.
But this isn't just a regular top 5 list.
I love it. It sounds sadistic, but I love it.
This is the countdown. And it starts right now on 97.3 The Fan.
I guess I run this segment.
Yeah, you do.
Skraby usually picks these up. All right, countdown, top 5 of something. And today, focusing on the Friars. Unfortunately, we are into the off season. So what are the top 5 things we'd like to see around
I don't want to go
baseball
first today.
this off season? I'll be happy to go first.
Number 5.
Tony would like to.
I'll go first.
All right, Tony Gwynn Jr.
Number 5 on my list is a package deal. I would like to see AJ Preller extended.
Yeah.
And I think Mike's already been extended, but just like confirmation
that they're both coming
through
back.
27.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like I'd like to see that them both connected.
I think that's we're together on that. Skraby,
Yeah, that was my number 5. Was
Okay.
get AJ Preller
Get
under-
AJ done.
locked in.
All right. My number 5 is designed to get all of my tweeters off my back, all of the ones who don't like me. So in order to get that ball rolling, number 5, get rid of Luis Arise so I don't have to defend him anymore.
That's the only reason?
Yeah. I like Luis Arise, but everybody else seems to think he was the one reason why the Padres offense stalled this year. So let's move him out and let's see what happens.
Tony,
number 5.
This will let everybody know this list is not for you guys. I don't care what you guys want. Just wanted to point it out. Chris is, acquiescing to everybody else. To everybody else.
I spent a whole season of Twitter agony,
and I kept telling you
every time I stuck up for Luis Arise.
Not to look.
We're on 4.
Number 4.
Number 4
you're
on
up.
my list.
Yes.
Like to see Mr. Michael King somehow back on this roster. I don't know if he's going to accept his mutual option.
King me
as number 4. Come on back, Michael.
Yeah, I think that's a big one.
Come on back, man.
I think it is because I don't think Cease is going to make it back. Got to have a King.
You got to have one.
I was looking at Cease's stats, and I knew this was what he does, but the guy never misses a start.
Never.
And he strikes out over 200 guys nearly every year. Someone is going to pay that man
a lot of money.
And it's going to hurt when he's great for that other team. It's going to hurt. My number 4 is you guys.
Because if you're striking out that many dudes every year and you're making every start every year,
it's going to happen.
It's eventually you're
going to be good.
You're going to be good.
My number 4, you guys are going to really laugh at this, but seriously look at the bunt culture. Like, is this the right strategy for our team? I'm not saying that they need to get rid of that strategy, but are we going to go into the year and give up outs on sacrifice
It's
bunts?
not a strategy. It's not a strategy. They are bunting because they can't hit homers.
Okay, well,
it's not a strategy.
I will deal with that part of it later in my countdown.
Yes.
No more bunting, says Skraby. I believe you're not alone. Our esteemed colleague Stephen Woods wore a T-shirt to our viewing party for Game 2 that said "Buck Funting."
Yeah, it's an old shirt. He wears that. He's been a butt hater.
Been wearing that for a while.
He's been a butt hater since he started liking baseball. So,
all right. Number 4 for me. Reveal new City Connect uniforms that we all enjoy and love. I don't know if they're going to be able to pull that off because somebody's going to dislike them, but I'm looking forward to the reveal of the new City Connects.
I heard.
What'd you hear, Skraby?
I'm hearing a few. Well, I think people. I haven't heard anything. People are making the connection that a lot of the font, font that was used on the scoreboard last year is now going to be as a way of buttering us up for the City Connects.
Interesting.
I don't know if that's true. But I will
feel like
tell
Tony
you,
knows something.
I'm not the biggest fan of those fonts, so I hope that turns out to be not true.
I feel like Tony knows something.
He doesn't.
Number 3.
Do you?
Is it my turn?
Yep. Wait, do you?
Do you know anything?
I know nothing. I know nothing.
All right, Chris, in the commercial break.
Yeah, we're gonna
don't let him leave the room.
That's right. Tie him down.
Was this 3?
3.
Yep.
Yes.
Number 3 on my list, assuming Robert Suarez pieces out, Mason Miller slides right onto that closer spot.
Okay.
Don't make him a starter.
Don't make him a starter.
All
right. I'm fine with that. My number 3 is I think they really do need to bring Bro Hearn back. Ryan O'Hearn. His Instagram name is Bro Hearn.
Okay.
But I mean,
he's a lefty.
He's a lefty. But he can play first. He can play outfield. He can move all over the place. I feel like he fits with this team. He's got some power. I feel like he's a perfect person for this team. So figure it out with Ryan O'Hearn.
And he hit 278 versus lefties this year. Much better than ever before. Just saying. OPS was 832 against lefties. So
he's pretty good against lefties. Chris, what do you feel about that?
Evidently so. Yes, we were proving that. Number 3 for me. This is for all of us out there. Not for me, not for Tony, not for Skraby.
Not for me.
You get this taken care of, but the rest don't. And I don't think I'm calling out the Padres. I'm probably calling out a little of every team out here. Is there any way we can just lower parking prices? I think it's absurd.
I knew it was parking.
It's absurd. I'm looking right here. You can buy parking for the first game of next season today if you want to reserve your thing. Well, let's just start with the Lexus Premier lot.
Oh, don't start.
Okay,
there.
but how much do you think it is to park there if you buy your ticket today? 100?
Yep.
Tony, you want to take a guess?
Nope.
Okay. Scrape, go higher. Take another guess and go
125.
way higher.
150.
Lexus Premier lot, $315 each.
Wait.
It says it right here. Look at my screen.
I got to come around to look at this.
Come. Lexus Premier lot.
Tell me if he's telling the truth.
There's 2 tickets available, but it says $315 each. I'm one click of a button away from selecting them. Lexus Premier lot, This is actually for the second game.
Yeah.
Because I jumped ahead to the second game to make sure it wasn't just an opening day thing.
No,
that's too much. But even worse, lot 15, which is on First Avenue and Broadway. That's a hike. But even there, $59. I know every team does it because they can. Why don't the Padres become the first to do it not so high because they can? That's all I'm saying.
Personally, I'm
not trying to pick on anyone here. I just think it's really price gouging by, every sports team to do this on parking.
I think you're looking at a secondary ticket thing.
Okay,
So, but still $315
This is
to
called
park.
This is called gotickets.com for what that's worth.
No, but that means that people are selling that ticket for that parking space for that amount of money, which is insane.
Yeah,
I would think that the Padres do it for like $100. Like that's their get in price, but that's the second. Anyway, either way, $300 for a parking spot is way too much. Way too much. Am I up?
Number 2.
Number 2 for me.
No, Tony's up. Number 2.
Oh, I need to hit the number 2. I was all upset about the parking.
Number 2.
Can't believe you walked over here to check it.
Number 2.
I just didn't believe it.
I know.
Number 2 is for Fernando and Manny together to have just the most ridiculous offseason ever, which then leads into the 2026 season in which they're like the dynamic duo.
They're balling.
Bash Bros. I actually think that's more Ryan O'Hearn and Gavin Sheets. I don't know why I've always felt like they're Bash Bros from D2 the Mighty Ducks, but they are. Tony already said it. Figure out the Michael King situation. Either get him back here next year or get him back here long term, but you got to figure out that situation this offseason.
Number 2 for me is move Fernando Tatis Jr. out of the leadoff role. Don't like him there. I know he made a lot of improvements. He took a lot of pitches this year. I still want Fernando going in there swinging from the heels.
Who's going to lead off?
You put your team together and figure it out. I'd even take Jackson leading off over Fernando.
No, please no.
Just saying, I don't want Fernando in the leadoff role. He wasn't there when they won 90 games the year before. He wasn't there he wasn't anywhere the year they went to the championship series. I'm not a fan of him there.
Okay.
I don't have to answer the rest of the question.
No, that's fine. I think there are lots of people behind you on that one. Tony?
Get a power hitter.
Power hitter?
Get a power hitter?
Power hitter.
Skraby.
I don't care if it's Schwarber. I don't care if it's Pete Alonso. I don't care who it is. Just get a dude that
Bellinger be enough for you? Take it.
How many home runs did he hit?
I'm not quite sold on Cody yet.
On him. Anyway,
that would have been
in terms of the homer.
He hit 29 home runs last year. 272 OPS 813 for Cody Bellinger.
Yeah.
That was mine.
Home run here.
That was mine. Well, he probably has some good sample size at Petco Park because he played with the Dodgers, but I want a power hitter as well. Seeing Schwarber just crush balls, I don't care if it's him or if it's Pete Alonso, just get someone who can hit the ball over the fence.
All right, my number 1 is I'm more needy than both of you. I want Schwarber there.
Okay, that's fine.
Same thing we said.
No, you guys said you'll take anyone. I won't take anyone. I want Schwarber.
Let me see what
number 12.
Let me see what Schwarber's projected
salary is. Yeah. Well, maybe you have to keep the parking prices the same to afford Schwarber.
His market value, this says 4 years, $100 million, so like $25 million a year.
It's not that bad.
I would pay him $25 million.
Not that bad at all.
But we're all going to have to live with the many strikeouts with guys on base.
I am convinced it doesn't matter who you brought in here. When they go bad, and they will,
that's everybody,
they're
right?
We're going to hate. We're going to be like, this the worst player ever. We should have never signed him for 4 years.
Oh, man, we got $25 million of the year on books.
Exactly. You mark my words if he comes. That's exactly what
I know it. Yeah. I thought this guy hit for power.
We should screenshot every one of them.
Cody Bellinger, 43 games at Petco Park, 8 home runs, 705 OPS.
Oh, well, that's not great.
Okay. I don't know what Schwarber is. I don't have time to look him up in this segment.
Chris Rich fans.
Top 2 quarterbacks picked in
All right, time to get into a little trivia as we head into hour number 3 of the Friday program. Crisello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Matt Skraby, who just notified us that the name Orion Kerkering is trending out there. I hope he's okay.
No, it's definitely trending, but it's trending on Spot Track, which is a contract website. So it leads me to believe that Phillies fans are wondering how much longer he's on the team.
I can't imagine Philly fans are going to be gracious. Some will lift him up, but if I was Kerkering, I would not be in a hurry to visit the Liberty Bell with my family.
The Liberty,
take a couple of weeks, let them rest.
Yes,
Philly fans are a little cray. All right, 4:01 is the time. Hour number 3. We got ball game coming up in an hour. Mariners will take on the Tigers. Skip Schumacher officially introduced Rangers manager today. New Rangers manager. Yes, sir.
Question. I just saw this come across my feed, and I want to know how you guys feel about it. NCAA has proposed a rule that could give athletes 5 years of eligibility, but it would get rid of the red shirt.
Do it.
Wait, what does that mean?
So you know how you get a red shirt so you can be there
5 years to play 4.
Right.
Now you got 5 years to play 5?
I guess so. No red shirt. You get five
now.
5 years. Just a proposal.
They can do whatever they want to do as long as they somehow get some toothpaste back in the tube for the other stuff.
Is that more of a rule to allow them to make NIL money when they're hurt?
I'm not sure, but
I mean, the other thing that's happening already, we already learned, talked about a little bit, is that if you go play junior college football and lift weights and get in shape and just stay active, that does not even count against your time.
That is kind of crazy.
Which is a little, dare I say, BYU-ish.
I mean, that's how
you're
going to
end up. You
with,
can grow up 2 or 3 years of strength and then go in and say, I'm a freshman.
We're going to have a lot more 25
and I bet
26-year-old seniors.
I bet you schools at the Division I level are sending guys to the nearby JC and saying, hey, we're going to save a spot for you. Get a little stronger.
You and I both know that. This has been used. I mean, Coach Dietz used to send guys to JUCOs all the time.
Kept an eye on them.
Right. And just in case they got bigger and stronger and they bring them on back.
Yeah. That's going to be happening if it isn't already.
I got a text from one of my kids' coach, Aaron Jaffe. He said huge change, gets rid of some of the nonsense with the waivers. If that indeed goes through. You got your gray shirt waiver, you got all these different type of ways.
Gray shirt, I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Gray shirt means you're not playing, but you can practice.
Yeah.
Red shirt, the other. And I did read from the NCAA. By the way, we need some callers. Get on the phone. We're playing Chris versus the Fans. We're stalling because nobody's in line. 833-288-0973.
I was going to help you. I didn't know if you knew the number.
Yeah, I don't. I took a guess.
Good call, Tony.
Yeah, 833-288-0973. So if you want to play Chris versus the Fan, we're doing that here when you get some contestants. And we have a couple, but we need some more. Yeah, the other thing was, I read something today that just was laughable. It was in Kirk's story, and I'm actually going to try to get it because Kirk wrote a story about the fact that gambling is now legal to athletes. I thought Sean Lewis had some really good comments. The Aztec, coach, and I got the wrong paper I brought with him. So I can't read it directly from his. I got yesterday's paper. I can't read it directly, but it was something like, we're putting the gambling in so we can more closely monitor it and educate these kids on gambling. And it's just not the reason they're putting it in. And that's why, I don't like it. They're putting it in because they want to open the door for the FanDuel DraftKings money. We all know this. We're all going to go. The day they announce
told you.
Yeah, we're just going to laugh.
K Laws on the chat has something amazing. OMG, after he trolled Skraby for not being prepared yesterday. Oh, okay. It doesn't apply to Chris. See what I deal with, people?
I had the wrong paper. At least I had a paper.
I could solve that for you. Don't get the paper and just go online.
Love the paper.
Hey, we are moving you closer and closer to the digital age. I've noticed you're doing more things with your phone.
He started the Google Doc and never picked up on it. No.
He never quite turned it over, huh?
Yeah, I could access again right now if you'd like.
You
All right, we got callers now. Let's just get out of this mess that we're in and play some Chris versus the fans.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
howdy do.
Now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
I see a couple people on the chat saying they're trying to call. The lines are full, but if you hear people leaving the game, then you can go ahead and...
How are they going to hear people leaving?
Well, they lose.
Oh, if somebody
I was trying to be
loses.
nice. If
Skraby,
someone
don't get
stakes in this
Skraby
game...
is controlling the keys back here. If he sees a number he recognizes, boop, you guys get clicked off.
I would never.
Don't give away all of the secrets.
I would
never. You will be if you win, you will be qualified for a chance to win the grand prize, a trip for two to see Jerry Seinfeld in Las Vegas, including 2 tickets to the show on April 17th at the Coliseum at Caesars Palace, a 2-night stay at the Flamingo Hotel, and casino, and a $100 gas card. Jerry Seinfeld returns to the Coliseum at Caesars Palace on April 17th and 18th. See Ticketmaster.com for tickets. You okay, Tony? What the heck just
What's he
happened,
doing?
Chris? He's grabbing his shoulder like he injured it.
I'm old. I was trying.
Oh,
to turn
you're
the
like Paul Pierce.
I was trying to turn the camera around and something popped.
Oh, that's not good. The rules: you have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you are eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. And if you're a first-time player, let us know before you get into it. And you'll get that first question for free today. Before we go any further, this hour is brought to you by Staples. Your local Staples is hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. And right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends 11/1 plus save even more with the easy reward. That's a hard word.
That happens to me all the time.
Rewards program at Staples. I don't like rewards or roar.
Who wants these stupid rewards?
I can't say roar either. It's a really hard one for me.
All right, who's our first contestant?
Let's see here. Let's go to Cody.
Cody, happy Friday, my man.
Cody,
are you there?
Cody.
Hello?
Once. There he
Hello,
is.
Cody.
How are you?
Hey, how's it going? First time player.
First time player.
Dang, I wanted to ask the first question, but I can't. So we'll move to question number 2.
We'll get one.
What? Skraby did some work today, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
What 6-letter word names both a seed company and an exercise that combines a squat, a push-up, and a jump in the air?
I have no idea.
Wait, what? A squat?
What 6-letter word names
Get
both
rid
a
of the
seed?
seed company. I don't know why I put that in there.
Okay, what 6-letter word
Names an exercise.
an
You do a
exercise?
squat, a push-up, and a jump in the air.
Yes.
What's that called?
What is that called?
6 letters. Do you have even a thought?
Wow,
Did he say it?
he did.
I was going to say that too. That was right.
That's it.
correct.
That's
Okay.
it. I don't like that name, by the way,
Why don't you like that name, Skraby?
because burpee is gross.
All right.
It's
Question
a little burpee in this studio with you two today.
Question number 3, chance to take this thing home. What is the name of the fictitious minor league baseball team on The Simpsons?
I haven't watched The Simpsons. I'm going to go ahead and pass and see if Chris knows.
Oh,
Chris,
playing the game.
handing it off to you, buddy.
Gave it to me.
Yes.
All right. I've watched 0 episodes of The Simpsons. I've
What?
seen clips. I've seen
What?
and I've laughed every time. Just
Never watched it. Oh, so you might be in luck.
There's literally like 30 years of episodes.
30 years of episodes.
He
I've
hasn't
not
watched any.
seen The Simpsons. I know Bart, and I know, et cetera, et cetera.
I don't know if you know.
Right.
Who's the dad?
Homer?
Okay,
There we
good.
go.
Yeah.
Do you know the dog?
No.
Santa's little helper.
Yeah, I don't watch The Simpsons. I know Julie Kavner went to my high school, and she's the one that voices Marge.
Oh, Marge.
But other than that,
I know she's a Beverly Hills High alum.
and I know that there's a woman who does the voice of Bart Simpson.
Yes, I think her name is Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah. That's the extent of my Simpsons knowledge.
You know more than you should.
Well, you have won the game, Cody.
Wow.
I couldn't even begin to guess.
Wow,
what the name of the
Cody.
baseball. There is a baseball. Springfield Indians.
Oh,
you came close.
You came pretty close.
No,
you did. Springfield Isotope.
Wait, it is Springfield.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You got that half right.
That must have lodged in my head somewhere.
One of the
jokes
of the show is that no one knows, because Springfield's one of the most common city names in the country.
Oh, so
no
you
one
don't know
knows
what
where it
state-
is.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I don't know where Springfield came from, but all right, Cody, right?
Yes,
he's the winner. Sorry, everybody else.
Isotopes. That's
But
a
I
good
don't
name.
watch,
That's a good
Scra-
name.
Albuquerque.
Tony played for the Isotopes.
Isotopes. Yes.
Tony, just
in
ask Chris the first
Albuquerque.
question. We can burn
Just
that
for fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna burn this one. What is the name of the main villain in the movie Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Leatherface.
Oh,
Wow,
he's on it.
you just scored some points with me, Chris.
All right, let's get to break. More fun on the other side. Gwynn and Chris, here's some traffic.
From the 855, get
There's a Roadrunner. Meet. He doesn't like me. I guess I wouldn't like me either if I was chasing me. As you can see, I'm all Aztec'd out here at the Aztec Baseball Tournament. It's the SDSU Baseball Alumni Tournament. Right now, we are 1 under in the scramble. And Chris is playing well, Tony's playing well. But our ringer, Jack Townsend, is playing really well. So.
Coming back to Dago again.
Yes, they are.
Petco Park is the spot again?
Yep. And about like 75 other cities.
Yeah. They've.
This is next year's schedule?
Yep.
Yeah, coming in March next year.
They're not waiting around next year.
They certainly did well for themselves last time they came. Some people sent me, a bunch of family friends sent me pictures of them and their families out watching the Savannah Bananas.
Skraby, you saw the Bananas?
I did. I went.
Who'd you go with?
I went with a friend, and
he left with a friend.
I left with a friend.
Good for you.
And he took heat because he didn't like them as much as everybody else liked them.
I'm not going to say anything about the Bananas because I just got destroyed for saying everybody else is allowed to like them. It's not for me. I went to the game.
Just so you know, I'm with you.
Thank you. I went to the game thinking that baseball was going to be the center. I knew that it was like a big celebration and there's a bunch of different things that happen. Baseball was not the number one thing. And that's fine because I was watching the screen. They were doing something in between, like switching innings. And then all of a sudden I look over and they're playing on the field. And I'm like, okay, so baseball is not the main attraction here.
To me, and I told you this before we came on the show, I used to be the biggest WWF fan ever until I found out it wasn't real. And then I wanted to still like it, but I just couldn't get into it the same way that I was.
Do you remember what let you down enough to make you take the turn? Like the Undertaker not actually being dead or something?
I think it was the fact that the result was already predetermined.
Yeah.
I couldn't get around that.
Now, I don't
get out of here.
Oh, Chris is just learning this.
No.
I don't now.
Freddie Blassie, you mean he didn't really have salt in the eyes? Back in the
No,
day?
they still were. They were actually doing that
Are
kind
they
of
still
stuff.
doing that stuff?
But I don't know that they knew how it was going to end. And I'm not saying that.
The Bananas are actually like you don't know who's going to win,
but it's it's just not for me.
They're also I think they're expanding their league.
They've added some teams.
They've added some teams.
Yeah.
Which my question is, how do I phrase this without angering everyone? But if baseball's not the event, then why have a league? If it's just a traveling show, which that's not a diss, then what's the league?
I mean, the Globetrotters are a traveling show. They present it as such, and they play the Generals, and that's the game. But it's not presented as a league game.
Right. They're playing the Generals every night.
I'm getting on the chat. It's for kids. I understand that. But to expand to 6 teams and call it a league, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because baseball is not their main
The
thing
point
that
of this
they're
was
trying
to
to
let
do.
everybody know that the bananas are coming back in March. So get your checkbooks ready.
I also heard
get your right checks.
I also heard that you have to get into a lottery just to buy the tickets, even if you're a Padres member this time. So you don't have first right. Yeah.
There you have it.
I will not be in the lottery.
Why not? Why do you feel about?
Similar.
Yeah.
I think I've seen all the best of it in the highlights. Like
Right.
some of the stuff I've seen, I think's pretty
Pretty
fun,
cool, right?
But I don't know that I'd need 2 hours of that.
Yeah.
So I'm saying there's 2 more teams. I read 6 earlier, but I need to.
I think there were already.
Oh, there were already 4
teams.
I
so
knew
they
the
added 2 more.
firefighters were a team. Okay,
Yeah.
and then they're adding 2 more. Okay, I get it now.
Are we ready to go?
Yes.
Coach Velasquez on the line here. Gwynn and Chris getting to talk some San Diego State hoops. Coach Velasquez, thank you for joining us as always. How are you doing?
Doing great. Appreciate you guys having me, and excited to see how our boys go against UCLA next Friday. It will be a great test for us, and they've worked really hard from our last game last year to today. So excited where we're at.
That's right. The Aztecs taking on the Bruins next week, a week from today. And Coach, I would ask, you guys go through a ton of work before next Friday comes. At what point are the coaching staff starting to look at each other like, man, we got to get some more bodies in here. This isn't, we're tired of looking at our guys beat up on one another.
You know what? Most years I would say it's about right now. With this season, with the amount of competition we have at practice, I mean, we're truly 12, 13 guys deep. Right now it's 12 with Magoon Guak being hurt, and it's just like the competition level isn't there enough to say, okay, God, should we really need to play someone else yet? Which is a good thing,
Yeah.
And our guys are competing, and it is fun. It's as a coach and even as a player, I mean, practices right now around this time of year, like you said, kind of get to like we used to call them like the dog days of October.
Yeah.
Like they're long, they're hard, and it's just like it's a time of year almost like it's more mental fatigue as much as it is physical. But with this group, they have so much competition, and every day you can ask any coach. You can ask Coach Dutcher, and his starting five might change from last week.
Right.
The competition is so real right now, and so it's fun. We haven't even felt like the dog days of October, if you will.
David Velasquez, from both Tony and I, again, thanks for about what you're about to give us all. Again, to me, San Diego State basketball has been a gift that we've been able to enjoy as fans, as alums, whatever it might be, for so long now. And, you guys, we appreciate that. Number one. Number two, thanks to Brian Dutcher for giving you like 20 minutes off of work so you can talk to us. So I know he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
Right. But last year was, again, to me, was another great season. You guys beat Houston. They ended up in the championship. You're 21-10, but for the first time in I don't know how long, we did not get out of the first round of the conference tournament, and the North Carolina game in the first round of the NCAAs didn't go the way anybody wanted to. So, and we know the injuries played a huge part in all of that. But how do you guys, when you sat down and kind of looked at last season, especially being as the previous two had ended up in the Sweet 16, how do you couch everything you did well last year against everything you probably want to do better this year?
I mean, simply it's not good enough. Period. I mean, I don't think, I don't think there's anybody from inside our locker room, and I say this quite a bit, but there's no higher expectations outside our locker room than the ones we have for ourselves inside it. And it wasn't good enough. Brian Dutcher teams throughout every season he's ever been a head coach, the one staple is we get better throughout the year. Obviously the Magoon injury did not help at the end of the year, but we just didn't feel like, we had a great finish to our season. You mentioned the conference tournament. Obviously, everybody saw the North Carolina game, but just the feeling we had as a group, as a program, is a lot of the character we have of our guys who decided to come back and decided to shun a lot of the NIL money to go other places and go to programs just for money. We have a lot more to prove, and there's a feeling that we haven't done really anything as a group. Now we've done a lot as a program, but this group specifically. We need to do a lot more, and we have lofty goals for ourselves, which we always do. But last year, any year, if you're at San Diego State men's basketball, and you don't got confetti, and you're not climbing ladders, cutting down nets, it's not a great season. It just isn't. And so for us, and that's kind of how we look at it. And we're fortunate and thankful that we've had fans step up, and a lot of our support step up. Our administration try to step up to keep our team together, and we did. And we were able to be one of the very few teams, if not the only team, of an at-large team in the NCAA tournament to return any undergraduate. And we were able to do that, and thank goodness we were, because we can now kind of build on last year.
Yeah.
A lot of these other programs are having to start fresh from last year. No matter how good the season was or how bad their season was, they got to start fresh. That's the new era of college athletics. But for us, we're going to be able to build on whatever last year was.
Coach Dave Velasquez joins us here, San Diego State Hoops assistant coach here at the Mesa. And Coach Velasquez, I feel like this particular spring leading into summer was a little bit different. You kind of hit on it. You guys had to wait a little bit on a couple guys. Guap ends up coming back. Miles Bird shuns the NBA. He comes back. Was it a little bit different from that standpoint, waiting on guys? I mean, you guys did what you guys always do. You bring some guys in the portal to kind of help, but it seemed like those two pieces falling in when they did certainly seemed like it made the spring and summer a little bit better.
Oh, there's no doubt they made it a lot better. That's not a little. No, those two guys made it a lot better. And then, yeah, they were able to not just say no to the NBA. They said no to a ton more money elsewhere. And that's already been talked about. And we need to continue to raise funds and keep our guys here. And, that's what they deserve. And the city wants to have a good basketball program. It's just a new climate. That's the reality we live in nowadays. And, those two guys are just, they're so special in their own way, especially on the defensive end. I mean, those are two like big time elite defenders in their own way. Magoon is as good of a rim protector as we've ever had at San Diego State. And what I mean by that is he affects anybody going into the paint. Even if he's not really involved, they got to worry about where he's at. He's got this just innate ability to block shots. And then Miles Burden, his ability to just make plays that you can't draw up. You can't go through a defensive drill and say, make that play. He has great defensive instincts. And then obviously offensively, there's things that they're going to continue to improve and grow on. And, which sometimes just takes a little bit of just kind of natural playing, getting enough reps, getting enough minutes. I mean, that was really both of their first year of playing in any type of like a go-to role. And everybody saw Magoon Gloss's growth throughout the season. And then you couple that with a lot of guys last year, like I said, there's so many guys. You can go through the whole roster of guys that, were kind of thrown into the fire. I mean, Taji Gorville played 19.8 minutes as a true freshman. I mean, that's insane at San Diego State. But now you can build off that because he chose that this is the best program for him and his future and to stay. And so there's a lot of guys. Farrell Compton, I mean, BJ Davis was a starter, Miles Heide. I mean, there's so many guys, and then you add all these new pieces. So it's an exciting group, like I said, and that's why practice is still so fun. Like, to go back to our first talk, I mean, that's what it's all about. These guys and they want to win, and they want to get better, and they really enjoy playing with each other.
David Velasquez is with us, Aztec Basketball. Appreciate the time, Coach. And, we could talk to you all day, both Tony and I, and so we might. I hope you don't have anything to do. No. Real quick, though, I said when Guath came back, and then on top of it, Miles Bird, they get a lot of credit, the two kids themselves. But I also think you and Dutch and the whole program and the fans and the whole, thing that is San Diego State basketball gets a lot of credit too, because that's what they were coming back to. And I know you appreciated it, but I think you guys deserve a lot of the appreciation for creating an atmosphere that they would even want to think to return to. So that's part of it, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And that started a long time ago when Coach Fisher and Coach Dutcher got here. This is a family. This is a tradition. This is a culture. This is when you decide to come to San Diego State, you're going to be with us forever. And whether that's 1 year or whether that's 4 or 5 years, you're part of this family. And how many look around college basketball and they can say, if I played there 26 years ago and my assistant coach is still there with Coach Dutcher.
Yeah.
I'm on my 23rd season. And by the way, Coach Fisher still comes to practice weekly and still goes to every single game. And just the whole, I mean, it's just like, you can't, what has happened it's not something that just started. This is equity that's been built up over almost 2 decades, moving on to decade number 3. I mean, it's special. Our guys feel how special it is, and we're lucky that they believe in us to be a part of how special of a family we have.
Well, Coach, we know you won't say it, so we're going to say it for you. We certainly are looking forward to what I think is going to be
we didn't even jinx them by telling them how good everybody around the country is saying they're going to be. So
I don't believe any of that stuff.
Yeah, we wouldn't expect you to. Expect you to. Coach Velasquez, thank you for your time as always.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you guys for having us, and go Aztecs.
Yes,
go
sir.
Aztecs, indeed. Coach Velasquez there. On the on Gwynn and Chris, all guests on 97.3 The Fan join us via the David P. Shapiro fan hotline. Facing criminal charges? Trust David P. Shapiro criminal defense attorneys, helping clients regain control since 2010. Visit davidpshapirolaw.com.
Yeah,
let's get to.
I know we got a break, but one thing that I looked up while we were talking to him, they got eliminated in the first round of the Mountain West tournament last year. Last year was the 2025, obviously. The last time before that they lost the first game of the Mountain West tournament was 2007. How about that? 18 straight years where they gave you a run at it. And so I'm sure some fans were disappointed the way the season ended. They were disappointed. You still got to look at it and marvel at how consistently good they've been for so long.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's get to break. Big Five on the way, Skraby.
Someone just sent me a great question for the Big Five for you guys, talking about Schwarber, the lineup for the Padres. We'll talk about it.
More Gwynn and Chris.
Ben and Woods on the Fan.
Yeah, we didn't get into that with David Velasquez, but
I had so
people
many more
haven't-
questions.
They haven't put the rankings out yet.
Yeah.
But, I mean, and people say it doesn't matter, but they should be ranked at the beginning. But, I mean, people are talking about them like top 10, even above.
Yeah.
And who knows? But they have so many good players coming back. And then they added what are potentially star players in transferring and recruiting. So
I did not expect him to answer the first question the way he did. I thought for sure we were going to get, like, we can't wait to get some new bodies in there. We're tired. That only his answer only made me more excited about the year. That these guys, they're just iron sharpening iron right now.
if you look at if you're looking for some names to keep an eye on that you don't know yet, Elsie Harrington is the big star recruit. Sean Newman transfer from Louisiana Tech, Latrell Davis from San Jose State, Jeremiah Oden from Wyoming, and a couple of other places. Those are big time transfers. And don't forget Reese Waters, who would have been probably their leading scorer last year. Didn't play the whole year.
He's got a new
and now
name.
he's Reese Dixon Waters.
Yeah.
Yes, Reese Dixon Waters. So yeah, and that to go with whoever else is all coming back.
I mean, you still got Farrell Compton coming back his sophomore year. He was a freshman last year.
Yeah, if you don't remember Farrell Compton, call up incredibly nasty San Diego State dunks last year. He had a few of those.
Yes, he did.
And, of course, Magoon. I mean,
They are
Miles.
loaded. They are loaded.
B.J. Davis, nice breakthrough year. DeGorville.
They're long on the perimeter. You know, you're talking
Like always. They're always
DeGorville,
long.
6'5",
Yeah.
6'6".
Yeah. If you don't have long arms, I don't think Dutch recruits you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no short arm
Reese
guy.
Dixon Waters, who didn't play a game last year.
That's right.
6'5". I mean, you got –
And he can score. He
I'm-
never misses a free throw. It's another quick thing on Reese Waters. They open UCLA's the scrimmage next Friday. They scrimmage USD after that, and then November 4th is their opener against Long Beach State. All right.
Latrell Davis is from England.
Latrell.
Yeah.
He lit him up for a few shots when he was with San Jose State. He can score.
He's
I don't know
averaging
how
like
much he gets-
15 against State.
Yeah, I don't know how much he gets in there on this team, though. It's going to be tough to find playing time. That's the one caveat. Even Dutcher said, I feel it's my job to get everybody playing time. All these kids sacrifice to come and play here for this team. He goes, but it's going to be hard for me to get them all the kind of time they deserve. That's a good problem to have.
Very good problem to have.
All right, Scrape. Let's go. Is there something to read? I better check that before you get mad.
You already missed 2 today. So.
Well, we got a big 5 coming up, and it's brought to you by your local Kia dealers.
That's my job.
Oh, that's you? All right. Well,
I think you're good.
No.
Keep going, Chris. Keep reading it.
No, this hour is brought to you by Staples, is what I
I
meant to say.
already did that.
All guests, David B. Shapiro.
We've already done that. We're going to traffic, and then we'll go to the Big 5.
The 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury. Here's Kelly Danick.
This game day traffic report is brought to you by Crystal Geyser, Alpine Spring Water. We still have this accident in the South Bay. Car and motorcycle involved southbound 5 at the Takayo off-ramp. It's over to the right shoulder. Fortunately, no other incidents or accidents to mention. What makes Crystal Geyser Alpine Spring Water different? They always bottle their Alpine Spring Water less than 1.5 miles from the spring source. And all of their bottles are made with 50% recycled plastic from their own recycling plants. Crystal Geyser, bottled at the spring source. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big 5 starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, the Big 5 is brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Now, we're going to start with a tweet from someone who listens to the show quite regularly and tweets us often, Chris. Johnny Mack of SC.
Yeah.
Very good tweeter.
Recognize that.
Yes,
name.
here's the tweets. At Matt Skraby, at Tony Gwynn Jr., and especially at Chris LOSD. Mr. Schwarber has been known to be a leadoff hitter for the Phillies. Are you thinking, Chris, you'd like to move Tatis Jr. out of the leadoff spot and put Schwarbs there?
Yes. There you go. Thank you for helping me on that. Because Tony asked me who I would run as my leadoff hitter if I'm moving Fernando. Schwarber's my man. Although yes. I'll just stay there. I'm not going to think of all the other problems potentially.
All right. Tony, Schwarbs in the leadoff spot.
How about just have him on the roster first? We'll take it from there.
No, we're going to pretend like in a perfect world.
I mean, if you guys had a problem with
Toddy.
Oh, man, when it's not going well, you guys are going to be very upset people.
I don't know where I heard this stat, but
Plus,
it's like...
I mean, why not have him in a RBI spot where he can... Padres, why
not have Fernando in one?
Has he proven he can be that guy? Consistently? The answer is no. I'll answer it for you. You don't even think about it. It's in the statistics. No. So, I mean, just get Schwarber on. You can figure the rest out later.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have.
Just get Schwarber.
I'm trying to look.
As the old saying was with the Portland Blazers who needed a center, and Bobby Knight said, well, take Jordan and play him at center. Right. Get Schwarber, and we'll figure out where to bat him after. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
He hits a home run every 10.78 at bats, every 11 at bats.
But
I will take 10 strikeouts.
You know how Chris loves those solo homers. This is like his favorite thing.
Oh, that is true.
Solo homers. Perfect.
I don't love those. Schwarber has a 938 OPS at Petco Park in his career.
Mm-hmm. And the farthest ball of his life.
Sorry?
And the farthest baseball hit of his life.
And the one that didn't even count because that was in the postseason. Just as a comparison, if you're wondering, Pete Alonso.
Ballin'.
1 home run at Petco in 66 at bats and a 513 OPS.
I remember where he got it too. When he got it.
When he got the
Is it off of Paddock?
I think it was off of Paddock.
Remember when they had that whole thing? Yeah, the rookies together and Paddock was like talking trash. And
I'm just saying, would AJ look at that and say, you know what, even though Alonso's available, he's never hit at Petco Park?
I don't think he'd look. I mean, he's playing in a Mets stadium that isn't like super hitter friendly.
Okay.
I don't think he would look at that. I think, but I also, Schwarber is Schwarber.
I just Googled Pete Alonso Petco home run, and it was Paddock.
Yeah.
And it's talking about the feud that they had. Remember?
They didn't have a feud.
No, the media made it a feud. But, yeah, anyway. Let's just get Schwarbs in a Padres uniform.
Yeah, number 4.
There was a big umpire moment in the game last night, bottom of the 7th with 1 out, and Christopher Sanchez ended up walking Alex Call after a borderline pitch. Well, after the game, Sanchez said, quote, about the umpire, he knows he missed it because he told me and he apologized to me. But a lot of pressure, important game, important situation. You can't miss those things. You can't miss those calls. I get it with the added pressure and all, but the pitch was a strike. So that's what's going to stick in the back of his mind there.
It wasn't just a strike.
It was way in
it was like,
yeah.
It was in the middle of the box.
It was a big miss.
And end quote. So, guys, it's nice that the umpire said he was sorry. I do genuinely believe that it's nice that he did this. But, Tony, what's the point?
I mean, I guess it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Like, if you know you missed it and you act like you didn't miss it, we are on your head top about at least acting like you know you missed a call, right? This case, he decided to let Sanchez know, I missed it. I missed that one. And I'm sure it didn't sound, I mean, the way we were making it sound is like he walked and was like,
hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy, I'm so sorry.
I know you guys just lost.
Right? I'm sure it didn't go anything like that.
I know that Kirkring made one of the worst plays of the year, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, it didn't probably go like that. But I don't mind it. I don't think it's a big deal. It's very rare that it actually happens. I mean, most umpires, if we're being real, they don't tell you.
They're too egocentric
for whatever reason, whether it's ego, whether it's they don't get a chance, or whether they feel like that's not the right thing to do. Most of them don't come tell you that, so I don't have a problem with them telling it. But what does it do? It does nothing. It does nothing.
Chris, what's the point of this
something.
umpire?
I'm gonna tell you what it does because I've done it.
Okay,
I blow a call.
You can sleep at night then.
It makes you feel better as the
Okay.
umpire. Exactly.
Because you missed it.
This is just for the umpire's benefit. This is not for Christopher Sanchez's benefit. But I would never say it to the guy after the game. I'd have to wait till I saw him the next time.
He's
I
lucky
really
that
would.
Sanchez had a cool head
You're
top.
right. He could have,
because he could have lost.
Yeah. I've told coaches, down the road, hey, remember last game? I should have called something if I remember it.
Right.
But I won't say it in the heat after the game. But I only say it to make myself feel better, not to make, because it's not going to change it for them. So
true.
So there you go.
There you go.
According to another fellow referee umpire, they do actually care when they mess up.
Katrina says, or you're getting suspended a game for reacting to a bad call. We're talking about Iglesias being suspended. If DJ Rayburn would have come over and said sorry,
the problem with
it wouldn't have happened.
With Jose's was he kind of walked over.
Yeah.
That's why he got suspended, because he basically incited what we all got to see.
I couldn't believe that was Iglesias. I was like, I didn't know that guy had it in him.
Oh, yeah.
He's got fire.
He got some fire.
Number 3.
All right, the NFL and NFLPA are going to launch a review into the concussion protocols of Jackson Dart last night. Doctors took him into the blue medical tent, and what you are not supposed to do is go to the tent as a head coach and check. Brian Dable did just that. So did Skraby, who's like the talk of the town right now. He did score 3 touchdowns last night. Here's Brian Dable after the game talking about this situation, which, by the way, John Mara, owner of the Giants, had to come out and put a statement saying that this was in the wrong for Brian Dable to do. But here's Brian Dable.
Went into the medical tent. When Jackson went into the medical tent, TV cameras was on your sideline. You wanting to go in, find out what's going on. Skraby, I think, at one point tried sneaking in there, trying to find out what was going on. Could you just describe the emotions in that moment? I'm sure you're, what's going on.
I mean, look, if you've ever been on an NFL sideline, there's a lot of emotions. I know I was asked about gloves the other day. There's a lot of emotions. And I certainly am an emotional guy. I apologized. I just wanted his ass out there if he was okay, but I wanted the process. Like, we were getting ready to go for it on potential 4th down. I would have burned a timeout if he could have came out there. So I was asking, how long is it going to take? Again, you want your guy out there, not at risk of anything else, but he came out. I think he's going to be good. I'm like, is he going to be good or not? I'm going to call a timeout on 4th down and go for this son. You know what I mean? So I love our doctors.
He
Come
says
on,
he loves
Coach.
their
Don't you know better than to be swearing in the press conference?
Clearly not.
Chris, do you think this is a big deal?
No, because I don't understand why they can't go in there anyway.
Because they're trying. Okay, I read about this. Because
why can't he find out how his player is?
Because
they
want
an important thing.
Because they don't want you. They don't want coaches pressuring
pressuring the doctor.
Yes, they want the doctor. The reason the blue medical tent is there so they don't have to go back to the locker room, so they can have a private place to check out the player without any distraction.
So when the doctor comes out, the coach doesn't pressure him right there when they're standing next to each other.
What do you got, Doc? We got to get him back in this game. Just like he was
pressuring
doing
him anyway. So let the coach go in there is my thing. I don't think it's a big deal, but I do think it's a little bit of a bigger deal here that Dart is getting checked out for concussion today, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that just bothers me to a certain extent, but I remember it with Tua. The game he got his first concussion, he finished that game, and then it got going about all the concussions.
Yeah.
So it's a slippery one here.
This is also why coaches shouldn't be going back in there, because you go in there the first time, and even if he's not pressuring, I mean, probably feels in the moment of the game, why the coach is ducking his head in there, because he wants him back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Brian Dable was not hiding anything.
No, he didn't seem to be remorseful at all.
He did not care.
I needed him back in the game. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. Brian Dable's job is on the line. And
just say you needed him back in the game. Don't say you needed him back in the bleeping game, because it's a bleeping this, and I would have bleeping
that
gone
seems
for
to be
it.
bothering you more than the actual thing we're talking about.
He's the coach of the New York Giants. What do you expect?
Well, he has young fans too, and I'm sorry. Let's go.
Let's go.
Nope.
Can we also
no
stop
potty
acting,
mouth coaches?
Can we also stop acting like Jackson Dart is the next Patrick Mahomes?
I tell you what, if I recall correctly, Jackson Dart had some injury, banged up issues when he was in college too.
Yes, and he took a massive hit last night. There is zero chance
by the way,
he can get
he's
through the
putting
season.
himself in position to take these massive hits.
I was watching him run, and I go, slide. And then, no, he just took on 3 guys.
That won't continue.
No,
it will not continue. But, hey,
it's probably already finding its way to stop being that way with the concussion protocol here.
We only got through 3, guys.
Dang, we got a couple more.
But we also only had 10 minutes. So we have Tarek Skubal going to be on the mound. I want to see who you guys, out of all the pitchers in baseball playoffs, who you want pitching. And then, someone wanted me to ask Tony basically about this new immersive Lakers Apple thing. I didn't explain that well, but I will on the other side.
Good tease.
On
More Gwynn and Chris.
97.3 The Fan, yes.
Stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low. Little tandem student right there. I tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy. Fun, huh? You need help with anything? Okay, I'm nervous. Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
Welcome to the happy hour, where we'll finish up our big five. We got 2 more questions to go.
Yes, we do.
And then we'll get into some fun.
Chris, can you fix your camera? And this is not your fault, but your camera has been so annoying.
It is doing
today.
its own thing.
It is so annoying today. Every time he gets up to like get water, it's like, let me just move over here.
It stops following him though. It stays there. It doesn't come back.
It's so annoying. All right, let's get into the rest of the big five.
Number 2.
And we're going to do it with this. We're going to start with this, I should say. Tarek Skubal about to take the mound here shortly for the Tigers up in Seattle. He's trying to be the guy to shut down the Mariners lineup and get the Tigers to the ALCS. So, Tony, you're up first. Out of all the pitchers in the playoffs, which pitcher would you want to start an elimination game for you? I guess we can take out the Padres.
So it's Cubs, Brewers, Dodgers,
Yankees,
Yankees,
Red Sox.
No, Yankees are out. Are we of this round?
Okay, we'll do this round then. So it's Mariners, it's Tigers, it's
Skubal.
Skubal.
Yeah. I don't think there's a better starter than he is right now.
Okay.
That's remaining in the postseason. Shohei is only going to go like 4 or 5 innings.
Glasnow's pretty good.
Yeah, Skubal. Skubal for me.
Skubal. Chris, who are you going with in this
your
round?
old Giant guy's been good also, Gosman, but there's no comparison. Skubal is the guy. There's only one other pitcher in baseball, I think, on his level, and that's Skeens, and he's not in the playoffs, and he also doesn't go more than 6 innings. So Skubal can go 8, 9 innings. He's almost a throwback.
Yeah, he does.
Could you imagine a game where there was a playoff game, the final score was 4-2, and the same 2 pitchers pitched the whole game?
I can't.
That happened all the time.
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
I know.
Was that the 70s?
Yeah, 70s.
I mean, just
even into the 80s.
not even I mean, go back to the early 90s. What was it? The Morris and
Jack Morris.
Jack Morris and Smoltz
in
went
the World Series. Yeah,
just going back and forth.
Yeah, it won't happen. Jack Morris would have never made 10 innings in that game today because it was 0-0 and there were runners on base and matchups.
It's just going to take some pitchers to break that mold. Like, that's their thing, is they're going to be better the 3rd time through. And it's just going, all right, we don't need to take them out.
Yeah, but nobody is doing that.
Not yet.
Not yet. I saw one guy, Luzardo. They put up the stats. He was better the 3rd time through the order this year. But he's a
Phillies would have been.
He was nasty too. When
Phillies would have been in
yesterday
trouble if they won that game because he was supposed to be the Game 5 starter.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have cared. They would have.
Well, yeah, I mean they have to survive. No, I know.
They could have started Nola again. He only pitched 2 innings.
All right.
Anyway,
that's true.
Doesn't matter now. And by the way, we haven't mentioned it, but is Roki Sasaki getting more and more annoying with every pitch he throws?
No comment.
You know what's funny?
This guy was a disaster. We were happy that we
get
didn't get him.
You got to get over it.
Dave Roberts also said multiple times throughout the season, I don't know if he's going to pitch again.
You got to get over it. He's pitching, and he's pitching. You know what I couldn't help but notice is, like, between him and Paez, both, like, on this stage for, like, really the first time. Paez, you could tell once to do so bad. Every swing he took, pressing. That's why he got his bat sawed off. It worked out for him, right?
Yeah.
And then Sasaki is the same exact way. He seems like he's like in a video game almost.
Yeah.
But he is like
locked in,
almost like talking to himself and making himself do it.
Whoever Sasaki's mental coach that brought him away from going wee-wee in his pants to being able to pitch on this stage. I don't know why.
I missed that. I missed that.
Yeah, I could tell.
Well, I can't say it again.
You probably, your eyes would have popped out of your head.
Yeah.
I heard something about the pants, and I'm starting
just
to
whatever made him, be from scared deer in the headlights to this. Whoever that mental coach was ought to be shopping his
They might be
wares.
getting ready to make a whole lot of money
because he's done an amazing. He or she has done an incredible job.
Let's see how it goes in each round. I mean, the pressure builds in each round.
You know, there's only a couple more.
Yeah, I know, but there's still plenty of opportunities for Roki to give up a game. But Chris, I am with you. It is annoying. When he went 3 innings last night, just mowing people down.
It was like light work.
I
too.
almost wanted to turn off this game.
Yeah.
Oh, someone on the chat said OMG LO.
Yeah, well, sorry.
All right.
It's Friday radio.
I was sent this by someone yesterday, and if you have about $3,500 lying around, you maybe would like to get in on something that Apple is going to try and make a thing. They have these things called the Vision Pro, which is something that you put over your eyes. It's like a goggles type thing that is supposed to be a computer on your face. And it really is.
Okay.
It's called Immersive Sporting Events, and recently it was announced you'll get access to views that put you right in the middle of the action. And the Lakers are going to be featured on this. Special cameras that support the format are going to be set courtside and under each basket to give you perspectives that kind of amp up your immersion. So it's not going to be for every game, but some games. You can also go and see a Metallica concert, I've heard. You could also go and be in the middle of a bunch of rhinos, I heard, from the immersive thing, Vision Pro. Chris, would you watch a game like this?
Do I have to watch it live with commercials? No, you know me.
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, I would be willing to.
I actually don't know.
Course.
I actually don't know that answer.
I always like to try something like that. See what it's like.
Have you seen these things?
They're bulky and
they're really bulky. Yeah. The first go around didn't work. Yes, probably. They will. Yes, they will. Tony, would you want to do this and watch these Laker games with the Vision Pro and immersive action?
If I didn't have to purchase the glasses, yeah, I'd love to do
Okay,
that.
so you're not shelling the $3,500 out.
There is no chance that I am shelling out $3,500 for these glasses.
Let me ask you guys this too, because you have to put both goggle eyes over.
Yeah.
My thing is, I don't like it when my eyes are closed and there's
your eyes
things
aren't
around
closed,
me.
You're looking.
But no, I don't like it when I can't see my surroundings. Like I can't see what's on the side of me. I can just see what's in my goggles. I don't want people sneaking up on me. I don't want anything like that.
First of all, Skraby, if you have these, where are you at? I mean, you probably could just be in your house. You'll be in a good area, buddy.
Lucky will come up and like bark at me and
scare me.
Yeah, it would scare me. It would definitely scare me. But all right, that's it. Vision Pro, though, if you have $3,500, you can watch these immersive sports. I do think it would be cool to have LeBron James like dunk over you, and you're just sitting there on your couch. But otherwise, I'm not doing anything that Apple
somebody sent me this text trying to get me longing for the good old days of baseball.
Okay.
Juan Marshall and Warren Spahn, 2 Hall of Famers, once pitched a scoreless duel into the 16th.
Oh my goodness.
Say that again.
Warren Spahn and I can't call this up, so I'd have to go looking for it. But it was Warren Spahn and Juan Marshall face each other, Braves, Giants, no score till the 16th. They were both still in there.
Not happening.
Not happening
ever again.
Not happening ever again.
How many pitches was that?
Yeah, I don't know. Ryan did 230, I think it was. They had that in one of his games back in the day.
They said that
So
Giants were victorious over the Braves because they won 1-0 thanks to a Willie Mays walk-off in the 16th.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good way to end it.
It is.
It's Willie Mays for you.
Willie off of Warren Spahn.
Did I see Juan Marichal when we went to New York? I think I did. I think he was sitting there, and I asked him for an interview, and he didn't. He was older, so
He was definitely older.
I probably shouldn't.
But he was definitely there when you guys came out.
So I did see him. Legends all over that place.
Yeah, man. Lost quite a few of them since then, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So Big Five.
On that note,
big
quick happy birthday wishes out there. Your daughter.
Yes, yesterday was her 18th birthday.
Welcoming her to the voting class.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
She had
awesome.
She had a good birthday. It's going by really fast though. 18 years is just.
I hear parents say that you should always appreciate the younger years because they're gone before you know it.
Yes, and they start like talking crap to you. And no more. Just yes.
They don't
Dad.
love you anymore.
Did you run some of the pictures you posted last night that I saw? Did you run some of those by her? Because that'll.
Did I run? I had to like it. Why do you think it happened so late in the day?
She had
She was at
okay
school,
those?
so I couldn't I had to get like.
I was gonna say.
I got to get clearance for like
Yeah,
half
you
of
had
the
to get
pictures.
clearance for those.
Except for the baby pictures, I just did that on my own. I figured you can't be mad at baby pictures.
I bet I could. Yeah, I think people can be.
What did you guys do on your 18th birthday?
Yeah,
I know what I
was
did.
Probably.
Oh well, I was at San Diego State on my 18th birthday.
Really?
Yes.
I know my 21st birthday, I worked at the YMCA because I was shaking off a really horrible hangover from the night before. I worked at the Point Loma YMCA as a summer counselor. But I don't know the 18th.
I don't know. Wait, you said that was your 21st?
That was 21st, yeah.
Yeah, 18. I'm pretty sure there was alcohol involved.
Oh, there wasn't alcohol involved for me.
At San Diego State. So
not at 18. I did go
they would
and buy some tobacco products.
Oh, you were one of those 18-year-olds.
I also did go and buy a magazine or two.
You're definitely one of those 18-year-olds.
I was like, I'm 18. I'm gonna do it.
You had to be 18 to buy a Time magazine, or
yes. Time magazine. It was actually the Person of the Year story. But I was with some friends, and they're like, "Hey, man, you're 18. Go in there and get some cigarettes and some cigars and some magazines."
Some Time.
So I did, and it was maybe one of the most awkward things I've ever done because I was so uncomfortable doing it. So uncomfortable.
You need to see a movie called this is way old.
You
movie.
100%.
You got to see an
seem
old,
like one of those 18-year-olds that was like, I'm gonna get the most tobacco I can buy. Give me some magazines.
You got to see an old movie called Bananas. Woody Allen back in his heyday, but he goes into a place to the magazine rack and he tries to sneak a couple of adult magazines into his pile of magazines. And he's so embarrassed that he slips them into the middle. So, and then the guy's, that'll be $1.92. And then he holds up the copy of the one and he goes, "Hey, George, how much is this copy of?" And Woody Allen is just.
That would have been me.
Frightened. That's a classic.
That seems like that would have fit you perfectly.
Yes. Lou says, I bet a majority of people have no idea what they did on their 18th birthday. Probably a typical school night. I mean, 18 is a big deal.
It's a much bigger deal now.
I think so. 21 was.
I think 18 when we were growing up, it wasn't as big a deal.
I don't recall being
because you still can't do anything.
Yeah, I didn't really care to voting didn't matter.
You know what? 18 usually happens down here is a casino. You can go down.
I was just about to say, Easy Money said I bought some scratchers and won $500. I also bought some lotto stuff.
Yeah.
The casino, I started going there when I was 19. Oh man, I lost a lot of money at Casino Palma. Let me tell you.
All right, let's get to break. Happy hour on the way. More happy hour on the way here on Gwynn and Chris.
Search for the
Chris. You got.
Detroit did not score in the first. Big dumper.
This
hitting
seems like
against Scooble.
This
and singling here with one out in the bottom of the first. So that game's underway.
That intro music seems like something that would have been played at the Forum Club right there as you
back in the day.
Back in the day, yeah.
I was walked past the Forum Club and I covered the team.
I
but
walked past.
Didn't let me go in too often.
Did you try to peek in? Like,
yeah, right.
What you got going in there?
Is that where all the celebrities are hanging out?
I think I get in there once because they had a press conference in the afternoon
right,
in the Forum
night,
Club,
though.
but that's the closest I got. WNBA Final, Game 4, Las Vegas 18, Phoenix 14, first quarter. All right. The Eagles lost last night, which I think was it was surprising, certainly.
Yeah, it was.
But it leaves it maybe the loss plus how they lost. They really didn't even get close. But there are 8 teams left, guys, with one loss right now. Detroit and Buffalo and Tampa Bay, Indy, San Francisco. Yeah, I gotcha. They're all 4-1. Jacksonville also, and then Pittsburgh's 3-1, and you got Green Bay 2-1-1. So those 8
I
teams,
hate those ties.
I know they kind of wreck everything, don't they? So you got 8 teams. How would you rank those 8? I know it's early, but start at the bottom and work. Like, who's the worst of those 8 teams in your mind going forward?
Did you send that to us?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Is it?
It's got to be. I'm sorry to our Steelers fans and our boss,
You're gonna
Michael.
go Steelers? I think so too. I don't mean it in a negative way.
I think Colts are
You think
bottom.
the Colts are at the bottom?
Yeah.
I would, except for they beat Denver, and they also played well at the Rams and might have won had the guy not dropped the ball going across the goal line. So I would put the Colts slightly ahead of the Steelers. The Jags, on paper, would be at the bottom because they're the Jags.
Yeah.
But they got to win at San Francisco, which is San Francisco's only loss. So that puts them up a little.
And they beat Kansas City.
And they also beat Kansas City. Now, I think all those teams we just talked about, though, are the bottom 4 of the 8. I think the top 4 are Detroit, Green Bay, Buffalo, and Tampa Bay. I might be the only one who thinks Tampa Bay belongs that high.
No, I think Tampa Bay does.
I'm not sure Green Bay does.
Well, the only reason I say Green Bay, because they had no way they should have lost at Cleveland, but they did.
Yep.
They played poorly in the tie, but they did whip Detroit. And I think Detroit's would be number 1. That's who I'd put on top. Who would you put number 1?
Detroit.
Now, that's why I think Green Bay belongs at least in the upper part.
My 8 go Detroit, Tampa, San Francisco.
Oh.
Because they're doing this all without Brock Purdy.
And without George Kittle.
Buffalo. I forgot Buffalo.
Well, Buffalo has played a very weak schedule to this point. They're only
I know you're not high on Buffalo.
No, I'm not. I am high on them, but they haven't proven it yet.
Yeah.
The only good win they have is Baltimore. Now Baltimore's not even good.
I like Detroit, Tampa, San Francisco, Buffalo, Green Bay, Jacksonville, Pittsburgh,
Colts.
Indy.
He doesn't like the Indy. All right. Well, I think you're trying to butter them up because you picked it against them this week in our game.
Did I pick against them? Is that who the Cleveland or
who do you got, Scrabe? I know you want to put the Niners. Where do you got?
I don't think that they have played good enough to be the number 1 team. I would say that, unfortunately, the Lions are the best out of those teams. And then probably Tampa Bay. I'm with you, Chris and Tony. Like, I think that the Bucs are good. And I think that this version of Baker Mayfield is one that can lead them to a Super Bowl.
The only problem, the Bucs defense has not been shut down. Like they put Baker in a position every game where he's got to pull the game out.
And he has, really.
And he has.
For the most part. I think Jacksonville, after watching them on Monday night and against the 49ers, I think I'm going to move them a little higher. I think that Green Bay, they were the Super Bowl favorites after 2 weeks, but they kind of showed themselves. I would have to say that the Steelers are the last of those teams.
I think the Steelers are at the bottom, not because, well, I'm not sold on Rodgers yet. I'm just not. But
I knew it. I knew there was an Aaron Rodgers.
You knew there was a vendetta in there somewhere. Well, I like Tomlin, you know that.
Yeah, I know.
So
I think the Colts. I want to see when Danny Dimes, if he becomes old Danny Dimes.
If Pittsburgh's defense gets on track, I think Pittsburgh might be the most dangerous team because of Aaron Rodgers.
Really?
Yeah. I do. I think he's still got a ton left. I just think if he can ride a defense in the same way we saw like Peyton Manning ride that Denver defense.
Well, he won it all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I could see them being that kind of danger.
I will say with the Steelers having DK Metcalf and Aaron Rodgers, they're getting a little bit better together. That could be very dangerous to have those two guys on the same page. Mike Tomlin, according to EC Money, is the reason why that team is competitive.
Well, don't tell that to our boss, Michael Valenzuela, the only Steeler fan I know who just does not like Tom.
That's not true. Katrina on our chat is a big Steeler fan, and she
also
like
doesn't
Tomlin.
like him.
I think Steelers Nation, from what I'm gathering, is just tired of the one and dones in the playoffs.
Right now they're 3-1.
Yes.
Yeah. So they all need to pipe down until they get to like 3-3 again, and then we can have that conversation.
Because Mike Tomlin is basically a 500 coach for the last maybe.
Well, he's
3-4 seasons.
also been given like 500 type rosters too.
That is true. That is true.
If not worse, I must say.
That is true. EC Money also wants to offer Pete Carroll is washed.
Yeah, it's not going well down in Las Vegas.
But I thought Gino and Pete were going to team up.
Gino is having his worst season of his career right now. I don't know of his career, but since he's been a consistent
he's had
starter.
many different types of his career
right
over the years.
Hope he get it back.
Is there a two-loss team that belongs in the group? Is it Philadelphia?
No.
Is it Denver?
Possibly.
Are those only two?
No, that's off the top of my head. I have to look at the rest of the standings.
Eagles definitely belong.
I think they belong in it, even though they didn't look very good last night.
They're the Super Bowl.
They're still
champs.
a top team.
I mean, Lane Johnson said last night. No, Lane Johnson said last night that his offense is too predictable.
It is, but they were. I swear we had the same exact conversation last year.
It seems like we do have this conversation a lot.
I think there's a couple more two-loss teams that belong. I think
Chargers got 2 losses.
They do. The team I would put there is Washington in a 2-loss setting. The Vikings, Seattle or the Rams both have 2 losses.
Maybe the Rams. Rams are a maybe. For
One
me.
thing I'll say is we're 5 weeks into the season.
Wide
There's
open.
Already no good team.
Yeah.
Like everybody already has a
open.
chink in the armor. That's not normally the case.
What about the Bears?
Tony's more bullish on
What
the
about
Bears
them?
than I am.
Not yet. They don't deserve to be there yet.
I feel bad for the poor cornerback of the Bears, the guy who
They're still crushing them
because they're going back to Washington this week. Like, luck of the schedule, he has to go back to where he made the bonehead play. Yeah. And so everyone's asking him about it.
What about the Cowboys? They're 2 losses.
Yes, they are. They also have
They're the Cowboys.
They're the
Skraby.
first team in NFL history to go over 30 and allow over 30 and a certain, score and allow more yardage through 5 games. Anyway, whatever it is.
Oh, you guys. Oh,
their defense is awful, Dallas, but their offense is pretty good.
They can't stop a runny nose at all.
The Patriots are 3-2, and you guys love Mike Vrabel, so you got to put him on the list.
Yeah, but I can't put him in there. No, they're Patriots.
You guys.
Yeah, you love Mike Vrabel.
No,
I do.
He likes Mike Vrabel. I just think he's a good coach.
Oh, okay.
I don't love him.
I'll stand behind Vrabe.
Vrabe, your guy, Vrabe.
Me and Vrabe. Go to bat for Vrabe. All right, we got one more happy hour segment to roll here. No score, top of 2, Tigers, Mariners, and Gwynn and Chris till the top of the hour. Then the Skraby Chronicles, and you can do whatever you want.
Ben and Woods on the
Gavin Sheets is with us, and man, he's a big reason why the Padres have had the kind of season they've had so far. And I've said it many times. Where would we be without you, Gavin? I want to ask a little bit about left field. You have really impressed, a lot of people. I think from how far you've come in left field, and maybe the early games there was just a matter of kind of getting reacquainted with it out there. It's not easy. Balls are slicing. Balls are hit hard over your head.
Yeah.
I hope we can start laughing now. Is it long enough since the collision with the fence? But look, man.
Trust me, we're well past that. I think I'm in a couple different group chats, and I think that's the picture of me against the wall. So trust me, those guys a lot. they didn't wait very long. I can promise you that.
I bet. Well, you're lucky. You're lucky that because I've seen a lot of teams will go out there the next day and somebody will tape an outline of the player up against the fence where they ran it. I didn't see the Padres do that, but what I'm saying is. Go ahead.
I'm very happy we got to San Fran quickly.
Yeah, right. You got out of town.
That's right. We left right after.
That's what happened. But no, let's be serious because left field, I think you've been great, and really done a nice job, made some really good catches out there. I think it seems to me that Schilt and the staff, are pretty comfortable with you out there. Where are you at in left field?
Yeah, I think that, no, you said it right. I think, in the beginning, getting out there just, because I had never really played left, and getting out there, one day a week, once every 2 weeks, that was tough. And, I knew that once they kind of gave me the keys to left field, I bought in and enjoyed it, took it as obviously a huge compliment to be thrown out there. And, and just put a lot of work out there. Macias and I, the outfield coach, we busted our butt out there and kind of enjoyed the process of it, and enjoyed growing as an outfielder, enjoyed the, just being able to help the team in many different ways. And, I think just buying in and putting in work out there. But you're right. I think I grew a lot out there from April and May to where we are now.
Gavin, I want to highlight something you kind of alluded to in one of your earlier answers. You said that your role might change. Talk a little bit about watching as everybody else was last night, as all these deals are flurrying through. Talk about kind of recognizing that maybe your role changes a little bit, but also the excitement of acquiring all of this talent as you guys, focus on perhaps winning a World Series.
Yeah. Man, it was, I felt like a fan like everybody else yesterday, just watching along and seeing all the moves that were being made across the league. And, I think what we did yesterday just solidifies that everybody in the clubhouse has the same goal. Front office all the way down, ownership all the way down. And, obviously we bring in the players that we brought in. It makes this team extremely dangerous from top to bottom. And then you look at our pitching and our bullpen, and man, thank God I'm on this team, because coming to San Diego and getting potentially Mason Miller in the 5th inning, that's about as good as it gets. And, obviously I don't know what the role is going to be going forward. I don't know how we're going to, manage everything. Obviously that's way out of my control, but I do know that we all have the same goal in mind. And I think that it really showed yesterday that we're not messing around and we're going for it.
And you've kind of sent that message again also, Gavin. I mean, the one thing I've been really impressed with, along with your growth in left field, is the hitting against left-handers. I don't know that they, you can look at numbers, et cetera. I think the team, the staff, they want to see you against some left-handed pitching, but I don't know that they expected a lot. And then you came in there and started tearing up left-handed pitching pretty good. So, I think you're going to get chances the next 2 months because of the way you performed. Just real quick for us, standing in the batter's box, what is your mindset, or is it any different against a lefty as opposed to a righty?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just is staying a little bit more opposite field gap oriented against lefties. I think that's what brought a lot of success for me, especially average wise. I think, obviously my damage is more against righties. But I think I might be hitting for a higher average against lefties. And that's because, staying in there a little bit longer and using that opposite field gap, and, everything's kind of be going away from me, and just trying to buy into, just being a really good hitter and a really tough out. And I think when I just, enjoyed facing lefties and took it personally and really worked at it and really opened up that opposite field gap was huge for me.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. Look, most of us,
doubt.
good left-handed pitcher, we'd be stepping so far into the bucket, we'd be, facing the dugout. But I don't expect.
Last segment of the happy hour, Skraby Chronicles, follows. This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by IHOP, introducing the IHOP value menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big, filling, sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP value menu. Available every day at IHOP, $7 in some locations. So don't trip. Might be a little dollar more expensive somewhere else.
Oh, $6 or $7.
$6
be
or
prepared.
$7. Yeah,
be prepared. Have your dollar
Don't
out.
go in there raising craziness because I told you
said
$6.
$6.
It was $7. Could be $6
I
or
heard
$7.
on the radio that
And as
it
soon
was
as you tell them that, they're going to
$6.
say, Tony who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who? Still no score, although the Mariners have a runner on second here. Double by Josh Naylor.
Come on.
Would you guys like to see a reunion with Josh Naylor here in San Diego? He's a free agent.
Wouldn't mind it. Left-handed, though.
We already got too many of those.
Skubal, runner on second, 1 out in the second inning. First real chance for either team to score here.
And the WNBA final, the Aces are trying to leave no doubt. They're up 16 on the Mercury in the second quarter.
It's like a
Trying to
check
swing
swing.
Like a check swing from Naylor double.
And his helmet fell off, which is
all
like
right, so I'm watching one game, they're watching another.
There you go. All right, Mr. Chris.
Well, I got to give our guy John Maphey
yes,
a little credit for this.
Shout out to Mafe.
First of all, Mafe is a good old San Diego State guy that I've known for a long time, baseball player. And he played baseball before I did. We got to actually know each other when we were playing in a couple of alumni games, and he was out there and I was out there. And but he works at the UT, and he put together a really comprehensive list this week of all the San Diego area baseball guys who are in the major leagues. So I took a step this year. You had to be active this year in the major leagues to make this list. So, for instance, Steven Strasburg is not on this particular list. He's not active any longer.
No.
But it's a decent list. And was did Naylor? No, he stole third, or he moved up on a wild pitch.
Second slowest sprint speed in all of baseball. Stole third. Just so you know, you don't need speed. You just need a brain.
See if they can get the first run in here with
come on,
Mitch
Garver.
Garver
shorten up, baby.
At the plate. Looked like he was trying to hit a home run.
Try to put it in play. Change-ups
we'll
coming.
Stop for a little radio play-by-play during our show to see if Skubal can get this key out in Game 5. Strasburg into the windup.
Oh, he got the job done.
He did. Looks like the old sack fly. 1-0 Mariners. Bottom of the second. So here we go, Tony.
Yeah.
And I first of all, I'll see how many you can kind of get just off the top. You know a lot of the baseball. See, these are guys that played either high school baseball here or college or both in some cases. So we started catcher, and I don't mean to call out any of our catchers but it's probably not our best position, but we do have
my man for the White Sox.
Oh, Cody Lee.
All
right, he didn't play much. Corey Lee,
yes.
Corey played 25 games this year, 257 average, went to Vista High. He didn't make my team. Alex Jackson, Orioles, RB High, played in 36 games.
Wynn.
Austin Wins, your guy from Poway High, played for the Reds and A's. But the guy I chose from San Diego for our team at catcher was Riley Adams from Canyon Crest and also USD. 83 games this year, did hit 8 home runs for the Nationals.
The
Nationals. All right, first base is an Aztec for life. This is an easy choice, I thought.
Yeah, Ty France.
Ty France, yes. Ty, how'd he finish up this year, you wonder?
With the Blue Jays.
He's with the Blue Jays now, right? So he's got a shot at it. 138 games, 257, 7 home runs for Ty France. Did we see him? I didn't see him in the Yankee series. Doesn't mean we won't see him
either, but I saw him on the field afterwards.
Okay. So Ty France is in a good spot. All right, second base. I got 2 guys. One's really young, one's a veteran. They're both the veteran is still playing
second base,
and the young guy, his team just got eliminated, although he was hurt. I got Marcelo Meyer from Eastlake, now starring with the Red Sox, starting to start his career. But my starting second baseman would have to be
it's a JB client, I believe.
Tommy Edman.
Oh, yeah.
La Jolla Country Day. Second base.
He is underrated.
Hell yeah, he's underrated.
I think he's underrated because it seems like every time he comes up in a big spot, he makes it happen.
I'll be honest, it was maybe because we only saw him with the Cardinals, and so it may have been a little bit harder. But watching him in the amount of games you got to see him with the Dodgers, oh my gosh, yeah,
he's a baller.
100%.
I've always felt. All right, shortstop. We have two really good defensive players. One is from Poway, your guy. Or I don't know if yours your
Newman.
Guy. Kevin Newman, still playing. He's with the Angels this year.
Yes.
But the starter, I think, would be another glove guy from Francis Parker High School.
Mr. Allen.
Nick Allen had a really good year. Played 135 games for the Braves.
The Braves let him play every day.
Now it looks like he's going to have to compete with Hassan Kim.
Yeah.
For the job. All right, third base. He played third base in college at SDSU. I moved him over. He still plays some third now, but mostly second. Casey Schmidt. And Casey's starting to come around, guys. 95 games, 12 home runs. He did have the distinction this year of hitting a grand slam in back-to-back games at Dodger Stadium, which was pretty
cool. We love that.
Yes, we do.
I think they lost both
did.
games, though. He did hit a grand slam.
But we loved it at the time.
Yes. All right, so we moved to the outfield. This is our San Diego area. Left field, I think, is a no-brainer. This guy, I had not even heard of him before this year, and he was an all-star and deserved. Stowers, for sure.
I couldn't remember what position he was playing.
Left field mostly, I think, this year. Christian High School. Kyle Stowers was a breakout.
Really, really, really impressive. Like,
really good
in both series, there and here. He has a presence.
Yep. Ended up with 25 homers.
Yeah, man.
Good for him.
And he seemed to be kind of the guy leading the way there. So
yeah, put him out there. Center field, my starter will put a smile on Skraby's face. Although this guy would not have been a starter until this year when he finally did something.
I'll say the name. Mickey Moniak.
Yeah. 24 home runs this year for Moniak.
Happy for Mickey, man.
Yeah, hit 24 homers. I know it was the Rockies, but he still finally, kind of legitimized himself.
Do you guys remember when he was like making noise in Philly? He was about to make the roster and he got hurt, right? Maybe like the day before.
I think it was like the day before. It wasn't even a spring training.
Yeah,
game?
it was a spring training game.
It was like one of those in the stadium before the season spring training games.
My right fielder played in career high 131 games this year. I did not know he was from San Diego until his team came here early in the season. He ended up with 12 home runs, played some infield. Daniel Schneeman. Bonita Vista High School. Had a really nice year for the Guards. I do have a couple of backup outfielders, most notably Connor Joe, who I never like to totally leave out. He finished up with the Reds. And Otto Kemp played for the Phillies, and he didn't do too badly, actually. 62 games with 8 home runs. Point Loma Nazarene College for Otto Kemp. DH, spent the year on the injured list like he pretty much always does, but Chris Bryant. All right, pitching staff. I got 3 starting pitchers from San Diego. One did not pitch this year, but he will be pitching next year, and we'll be happy about this.
Joseph Musgrove,
for sure. Grossmont High School. The other one pitched for the Nationals. He's in the rotation all the time. He does okay. I would love to see him pitch for a good team one time in his life.
Mr. Trevor?
Trevor Williams is a good guy, and he's
friend of the show.
Yes, he is. Rancho Bernardo High. And then the third guy started game 1 of this series. I didn't even know who he was in the big leagues.
Oh, Mr. Milton.
Troy Melton from San Diego State. He also picked up the win yesterday in relief. Troy Melton, good for him.
Throwing shit, too, 97.
Yes. And then I have 5 relievers. I think the one guy here who was kind of this year was a bit of a legitimate closer was a Hilltop High grad. Also went to Southwestern Junior College. I had not known of him until this year. Calvin Fauché or Foucher for the Marlins. Fauché. Okay, yeah. Pitched for Hilltop. He closed some games.
Who was he with?
He was with the Marlins this
yes.
year.
See, you know how I know that name. Because I had to write it phonetically. So that I didn't.
When he was on your list.
So that I didn't.
So when he came into the game, you didn't go,
right,
because I believe this Forger guy is going to be tough.
Because I get the reliever. So I come out of break, I got to do the reliever.
Say it right.
So Fauché.
Okay, Fauché.
He was the guy.
It's Fauché. A former closer from San Diego, still going, is Paul Sewald from USD, but he was more of a middle relief guy this year. Here's a guy that I did not know was from San Diego till I saw Mayfie's list, and I root against this guy as hard as I can. But he also was the winning pitcher last night for the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah.
Vesia, Steel Canyon High School.
I got a chance to meet
him.
Alex for the first time this year. Super cool dude.
Good. I never
big
rooted.
Fan
I hope he knows we've never rooted for him.
Him and Mudcat know each other very well because they're both from
East County.
East County.
East part of Steel Canyon High.
Yeah.
The other two relievers, another East County guy from El Cap, who has some really good stuff and had a good World Series run a couple years ago. Hasn't done it as well since, but Ginkle, Kevin Ginkle is from El Cap with the Diamondbacks. And the final reliever from Palomar College, former Padre, Tim Hill.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't name everybody. There was a few more guys that played a little part of the year, like Sean Bouchard of the Rockies.
Did Cole Hamels? Someone said that on the chat. But did he play this year?
He did not. He's been retired for about 6 years.
I thought he would.
Missed
when
that
did
one.
the Padres bring him in?
He never played, though.
Oh, last year. That's right.
And I think he retired right after that.
Okay. There's a few more names. Thomas Sagis, an infielder for the Cardinals who went to Carlsbad. He got some playing time this year. So I don't want to leave him out. And, there's Alan Trejo got a little look again with the Rockies. But that's pretty good for one city.
What happened to
I know we're saying
it's Greg Allen?
What did you say, Sagisi? I think I know that's not correct. I just can't remember.
Wait, what's this?
The infielder for the Cardinals.
Sagisi or Sagis?
Nope, it's neither of those. I can't remember.
Saggese.
Yeah. Let me see if I have that one in there.
Sagase. Sagasi.
The poor guy's in his own hometown here. We can't even get his name right.
Hey, if it was Skraby, it's Scrabby.
You know
Scrooby.
You know what? I'm gonna ask.
You don't have
see
to
if I can
ask.
get Jesse can give me a.
No, you don't have to. I can look it up. They have it phonetically here on
I'm pretty
baseball. Sue JC. Yeah, I would have never come up with that. But good for him. He had a nice year there, kind of getting his career going. Did you ask somebody else? Oh, Greg Allen?
Yep.
Yeah, he's on here. Only 7 games this year for Greg, but former Hilltop San Diego State with the Orioles. Let's check traffic, and then we can start
figure it out.
Getting it ready for sale.
Figure it out.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Well, the crash has cleared in the South Bay, southbound 5 at the Tocayo off-ramp, but now an accident on the Palm Avenue on-ramp to South 805. Also eastbound 8 past the 5, getting a stalled vehicle out of the left lane, and collision westbound 78 at Sycamore. Emergency crews are on scene. This has got the fast lane blocked. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
I have a Kirk Kenny text that just came in, so he must be listening as he's driving
Cross
up to
over
Reno.
the state line.
Yes, he's making his way to Reno.
And he knows all these baseball guys.
Oh, yeah.
So he may have somebody else.
He said, well, he doesn't have any names, but he said Crawford produced 5 major league catchers over a 12-year period from 61 to 72. I don't believe any other school could make that claim across the nation.
Crawford High?
Yeah.
Is that the Bob Boone area, I'm assuming?
Yes, I believe so.
Era.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 catchers over a 12-year period. That's pretty crazy.
If you want to start doing an all-time team from San Diego, high school and college, you can make a really good team. I mean, I can get Ted Williams and Tony Gwynn in my outfield right off the bat. And from there, I'll just take my chances. But you got some pretty good San Diego baseball
Mark
connections.
Pryor.
Strassi,
starting pitching.
Bud
Barry
Black.
Zito. I mean, you can go on and on. Starting pitching.
Cole Hamels, you mentioned.
Cole.
Yeah, no, we can go crazy there.
What do you think has
our starting 5 would be
Our whole team would be good here.
Pretty tough.
from
Like
San
if we
Diego.
went basketball, the only one I can think of off the top of my head is Chase Budinger.
Yeah, basketball might be a little more difficult.
But what do
Well,
you
you'd
think
have
is
to
the
put
best?
San Diego State in there and get Kawhi on the club. But yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
not
there you
as-
go.
we're
There you
not
go.
as-
There you go.
we're
What
not
do you
great.
think is the best high school sport to produce pro athletes?
Baseball. It's
here
not
in
even
San Diego.
It's not even close.
Interesting.
It's
Really?
not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close.
We get the Giles brothers in the outfield too.
Yep.
Football has Marcus Allen. Football has
We got some
Ricky
football.
No, they
Williams.
got some great
Kevin
players.
O'Connell.
There's just more. There's just
Matt Skraby.
and his practice partner Matt Skraby.
there's just more in baseball.
If Nick Canepa, our old friend, was listening, he'd probably give me, and Rick Smith, old Charger media relations guy, they'd probably start ripping off track guys.
Oh,
So we've had a lot of them too,
for sure.
but I don't know those.
I don't know
ones.
those either.
Yeah. All
Did we
right.
check traffic? Oh, we did.
We did a little
We did.
traffic.
Yes, we already did.
NBA annual survey out. I guess they ask all the players.
Is this from the Athletic again?
No, this is on ESPN's annual offseason survey. So I guess they talked to 80% general managers picking OKC to win again. Cleveland, Denver, each got a couple votes. Top 5 players in the league at each position. Who you got, Tony?
At each position.
Like, let's start with guards. Who would you – this is who they picked, and then you tell me, you know. Well, I'm going to say 3 of these guys are guards. One of them's a forward and one's a center. If you had to tame your first team All-NBA going into the season, who would I'm probably hitting you.
Shea.
Shea Gilgeous push-off Alexander would be one. Yes. I can't still get over that off arm. It drives me crazy.
I'm drawing a blank on
all right.
players.
Well,
right
one
now.
guy plays for your favorite team, and he's got to be on the all NBA team.
LeBron James?
Not LeBron James. You have a better guy.
Luka.
Luka. Yes. You have the freak still on the number 1 team, Antetokounmpo. You have the guy who wins the MVP award every year, and he'll probably win it again this year for Denver.
Okay. Joker.
Jokic. And then the 5th guy, I think he's there, but you could argue it. Anthony Edwards.
Oh, yeah.
What was his nickname?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Yeah, Ant-Man. Jason Tatum got some votes, but he's out all season, I believe, for Boston. Kevin Durant, LeBron still getting a vote or two, Kawhi. And anyway, that's what Cooper Flagg is the overwhelming choice for Rookie of the Year.
He looked good in his debut.
Did he?
Yeah.
The season starts. When's the NBA start? 2 more weeks?
Yeah.
3 more weeks? Eric Spoelstra picked as the best coach for the 6th straight year. Did not realize that he was that well thought of around the league.
Don't disagree.
I like him.
I like him too.
But he got whooped in the playoffs last year. I forgot who somebody whooped.
His team
him.
wasn't very good.
And didn't Jimmy Butler already get traded to the Warriors by that point?
What team is Jimmy with? Still Warriors?
He's with the Warriors.
They gave him an extension, I believe.
That's one of the problems I do have with the NBA. I don't follow the offseason a whole lot. So it takes me till about Christmas to figure out what team everybody's on.
Who all moved?
Yeah, because I don't keep up with it that closely. Trying to see when the season starts. I know it opens with a Laker doubleheader and the Warriors and people like that.
Love it.
Well, what else would you expect? What do you think they should put Detroit and Chicago on? I mean, nobody
Pistons
cares.
were decent last year, right?
Pistons are going to be
Actually,
good.
they've been getting better.
I think they pushed their series to the brink.
They gave the Knicks a good run last year. It looks like Tuesday, October 21st, opening night. Houston at OKC. Then Durant is now with Houston.
Really? I honestly couldn't have told you.
Yeah, no, he's definitely.
When did that happen?
That was a big trade at the early in the
Really,
offseason.
yeah, but relatively early in the free agent process.
And then the second game on opening night, Warriors-Lakers. You've never seen that matchup before.
Great matchup. Great matchup.
I'm sure. Both games will be on NBC and
wait.
sign up for it when you can. Peacock. Let me get signed up on Peacock for that one.
Thomas is NBA. That's what it makes you think of every single time.
We got to bring that back this year. I don't know if we have to bring Thomas back, but we got to bring that jingle back. You'll also be able to find NBA games this year on Prime Video.
Thomas is NBA news and
That was a long time ago. Prime Video, did you know that Ian Eagle is stepping away from a lot of his Nets duties to do Prime Video, and same with Kevin Harlan's doing a lot of Prime
I bet you they're
Video.
paying them good money to do so.
Good money.
Skraby Chronicles is coming up. For Tony, it's Chris. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday.